I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. BoxingVoice.com.
4-division world champion Mikey Garcia.
Young Bosley, fucking 39, 40 years old.
Production.
2-division world champion Jesse Vargas.
Honestly, well, who does he fuck?
When you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold from his
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
To everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo, he's a beast.
This brother right here, I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and bunches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too.
The big Charlo want to get it too? So Charlo would be the alternative? He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy, that's why.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend right here. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotions.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Ringwalk Danny. And we're back because it's fight week. Today is Friday, weigh-in day here in Las Vegas. The big fight, David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. Great fight, great undercard, jam-packed. So we're going to be talking about all of that. You want to make your previews and predictions for the undercard? Feel free. We're also going to be touching on an interview that Derek James, the trainer of Errol Spence, did where he came out and said that Errol being weight drained or weight itself wasn't the issue. Crawford just fought a good fight, but we'll get into those specific quotes, and we'll get into the undercard as well, as a lot of people have been calling into this particular program, picking Demetrius Andrade. And even Matias is becoming a bit of an underdog in terms of more people are picking Ergashev from what I see. So today we're going to officially make some previews and predictions, get all your predictions, and make sure Tyrone gets those down so we know who picked who and who got it right, who got it wrong. But, Danny, what's up, brother?
Top of the morning, man. Happy Friday to you.
Word. Is today the media workout for Devin as well, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
A lot of shit happening.
So, yeah.
What time is the weigh-in?
3, I think. Yeah, 2 or 3, something like that.
Okay, so they want to take advantage of the media that's in town.
Word. Yep, so it is Black Friday. So, to all of you shoppers, happy Friday. Appreciate everybody rocking out with us. It is also fight week, as Nez has said, and the guys will be hitting the scale later today, making weight.
Official or ceremonial?
I mean, regardless, even official wouldn't have happened yet. So
No, for sure. But just wanting to know
Yeah,
if they're still making them wait till 3
so
or they
I'm
get
not-
the weigh in
yeah,
this morning.
I don't have the answer to that. I don't know if they're, they usually don't give us information on official weigh-ins when they do have ceremonials. So if it is indeed a ceremonial, I'm not sure. I can hit some people up. I know, see if they know, but.
That Benavidez intro definitely got me hyped, though. Like, he's a bit of a shit talker.
No, he's definitely a shit talker.
I don't know that there's is there another guy like him that talks that much shit? Like, I mean, who? I honestly, I can't name another fighter that called another fighter on national television a pussy.
On national television, yeah.
I mean, Broner did his can man thing, but my man went straight for the jugular. Like, bruh, he called Charlo a straight coochie.
Yeah. You stupid.
On TV, bruh. Like, that's some pretty.
Stupid.
Like, I don't remember nobody else. Like, Billy Joe, but he was like a funny jerk. He wasn't like Benavidez is the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man got the Tony Montana thing going on. We ain't got to get into that. Google it. You feel me? Then, I mean, yeah, he's the bad guy. It's working for him, too. Like, we were just talking off air about Ward.
He's likable, though, as a bad guy.
For sure.
He's
for sure, but he's not Canelo. He's not the Mexican like Canelo that's like,
no, I mean,
pues sí, claro, yes. No, he's like, man, fuck you. You don't want to fight me. Like, he's pretty blunt, forward, honest. I mean, listen to that entry. He said, I don't have friends. I'm not here to be friends.
I hope he pulls something similar in Spanish.
Why don't you like him more? And I know this is always a weird conversation with you because you're just not.
No.
You're
talk
just
to me,
not.
talk to
No,
me,
because
talk to
you're not like traditional Mexican, even though technically he is. Like, the dude, went back to Mexico many times. I even drove back and forth. So I don't get it. You're not like pro Mexican fighters, and I get it. You've been down the street, you pick who's gonna win. But this guy is different. He's winning. He is Mexican. He's talking that shit.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not a bigger Bandera Roja fan? And why isn't he bigger in Mexico, right? Like, why is Jaime, mentioned?
I mean, Jaime live out there.
Okay,
so.
but this guy is like repping
No, for sure.
And really putting on.
I think it's just easier when I'm able to see the work being put in,
What's that mean?
No, like,
for the
I'm
people
just,
in
I'm
Mexico,
just saying,
it's
like,
easier
I'm
for
just
them?
saying, like, no. Like, for me, being with the fighter, I think, like, I was big on David when David and his father lived in Vegas, and I was able to see them train and able to see them spar. Bro, like, Jose, yeah, bro, spar, bro, record it. That's how Jose was back then.
I mean, you did have that camp with them in the mansion.
Yeah, but think about it. I never went out there. Y'all went out there. I only went to the mansion
for the party.
For the
fight
party.
party.
Oh, actually, I went. Yeah, I went one time alone. That's right. I did go alone to interview him. If I'm being honest, there may have been some disconnect up to that point because of my relationship with Caleb.
Okay.
So before,
They thought you picked sides, or they picked sides for you.
Yeah, something like that.
That's how it always happens in this business, bro.
So, the mansion was able to reconnect us.
Right.
And obviously, as they were hosting camp there, and, we had access, and, I mean, shit, you've seen there's been times where I've looked into travel to go to Seattle because I've wanted to go see David and Jose and stuff. You know, it hasn't worked out. But yeah, bro, look, I think David as a fighter is phenomenal. I think he's very entertaining in the ring. I think he could talk, you know, outside of the ring.
Yeah,
I guess for me, it's just seeing them in the fights. You know, being able to see him in those fights.
I'm just saying from a Latino standpoint, right? Like, they make it more about fighting. And one dude just seems to be more dog than the others. So I'm not getting why he's not getting that. Don't get me wrong. I was at the Errol Spence fight, and whoa, you know, they certainly were in love with El Bandera Roja when he came out for the co-main event. It really was something like I've never seen. That's why I always say that with all the shit I talked about that fight, I was happy that I went to get to see, you know, the full power of Errol Spence. But also being there is, you know, I got to witness the, you know, that a star was born in David Benavidez. You know, you can see that when he walked out for that fight, the way that they were cheering for him and how crazy that stadium got for that co-main event. I wasn't there for the plant. Did you go? I don't remember.
Yes.
How was that arena?
No, I mean it was a pro Benavidez crowd through and through.
What was the numbers you remember?
I was at the weigh-in as well. I don't. I can look it up. I feel like it was around 13, maybe.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. I remember the weigh-in as well, though, was very pro Benavidez.
I'm on it. 14,000, nearly 14,000 at the MGM Garden Arena.
Okay.
That's good.
No, definitely. For a venue that
but
hosts.
that's also a good gauge, right? Devin and Loma did 14,000 too. I would figure this would have done better. This being Plant Benavidez would have did better than you know, Loma Haney, because even though they both kind of had several years to build up, Plant Benavidez was a bigger, deeper, realer build-up. You know, that was like a real beef amongst them. So
no, absolutely. Yeah, look, I think David is still young and at least in age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe I don't even know what his record is, how many fights he has, but you know, when has he took punishment? When has he, you know, took
27-0, and Demetrius is 32-0.
Yeah, so you know, this is by far the best year on paper for David's career. Like, by far.
Yeah, these are the two biggest opponents. These are actually two big opponents. If you think about it, you know, Crawford didn't get two big opponents like this. He just got Earl.
I mean, these are his best two opponents on paper. So, again, bro, I think the Plant fight was better than any year he's had in boxing.
Wow. So when people talk about Fighter of the Year, don't we have to consider that he has two high-level fights? Where
yeah, we got to see obviously how the fight played
because
out.
that was Bill Haney's argument. Like, well, Devin got Loma and Regis, and it technically, is that in the same year?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I mean, Plant.
Look, if he pull it off, he got to be nominated. He got to be like one of the 4 or 5 options. Or have it like
hey, Brandon, if you can, give me the actual criteria for Fighter of the Year. Because what is it, right? What are you doing?
No, I was just reading some of the comments.
I got something here.
I mean, I think it's what you've accomplished within a year's span.
Well, I got some audio here sent to me via the producer. Benavidez with the Mexican fans, so it's on topic. He's basically addressing, I guess, why they don't love him the way that they should, man.
My second question is, you are identified as an American fighter, but also as, quote, the Mexican monster. In your view, are you competing with Canelo for a portion of what has been his traditional audience?
To be honest, I would say that yes, but that's not entirely true. I am just who I am. You know, I'm a Mexican Ecuadorian from the United States. You know, I'm very proud of my Mexican roots. I'm very proud of my Ecuadorian roots, and I just box for all my people here. You know what I mean? Obviously, I have a lot of Mexican fans because I'm Mexican. You know, and so I feel like that just comes, you know, naturally. But also too,
I'm gonna just say some real casual, maybe even ignorant shit. But he might be the biggest Ecuadorian I ever met.
I don't think that's ignorant in the least. I mean, first of all, only you know who you've met in your time.
Yeah, but how many Ecuadorians you know that are that big?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't know any.
He's the only Ecuadorian I know.
Get the hell out. See, that's the beauty of living in the tri-state,
No,
bro.
absolutely. And I've told you that time and time again.
Crazy. But honestly, never that big. Bro's big, bro. He's tall, and before he was this weight, like he was a heavyweight.
is the way the reason why the Mexican fans gravitate to me so much is because I'm a fan friendly fighter. I go in there, I look for the fight, and I try to do the best of my abilities, and I never back down.
And that's true. Like Gennady wasn't Mexican, and bro, they had shirts that said Mexicans for Gennady.
Yeah, for Golovkin or something.
Yeah, Golovkin, you know, and it was a big thing. Like, you know, Mexican style. He had the Mexican trainer. Like, they adapted him.
They even would go to the Mexican restaurant up in Big Bear, and I remember that was highlighted like in the 24/7, whatever it was, but it was highlighted in there.
From anybody, and as you can see of all my fights, you know, I do put a beating on my fighters, the fighters I face.
My second question.
He said I put a beating on the fighters I face. Shout out.
He called them my fighters.
Shout out to David Benavidez. And just to give you, you know, the facts here on the Errol Spence situation, there is an article which is sad news. This is sad news. Oh, my God. Let me put my face here. What are we going to do?
What?
You didn't even hear it. Danny is like, yeah, he gets his news from me. Bro, Michael Woods is reporting that BoxingScene might shut down. I didn't even think about that. Like, but that's what happens when you sell your company to a network and now the network is fucking leaving. I hope they sell it back to Rick Reno. Being that you lived here 8 years, have you ever met Rick?
No, Rick don't live in Vegas.
He lives in
Reno.
No wonder it's Rick Reno, Nevada. All right, well, there you go. But come on. Reno, he having a boxing website. He's never come through.
I've asked about Rick, bro. I hear Rick don't come outside like that. You know, I've heard in the past. I
hope they do a Barstools, man.
I've heard in the past that Rick, you know, only for the big fights or certain events.
You know what's funny? There was a rumor when I first started that he didn't exist. Obviously, with the name being Rick Reno. And that's what's reported as the sell of the company and everything. No one believed it, right? But he called me one time. Obviously for some copyright shit. You know, some website beef like, yo, take that down, blah, blah, blah. But in that conversation, bro, he told me some ridiculous numbers. And obviously they had to be true for him to be the only one that got bought out. Like ridiculous viewership numbers, like the amount of people that go there daily.
I've talked to someone that we both know in the industry who you know I feel like we respect, who works for him, and he was telling me he's been to his crib and he's like, bro, it's fucking estate.
Oh wow.
He's like,
I mean, it's in Reno though, right? That's probably who lives in Reno.
Yeah, I mean Reno's probably not. You know, the greatest.
Reno, I don't know much about real estate out here, okay? I'm an East baby, but you talk to me about Reno, I almost feel like Pahrump.
Perhaps.
Holy shit. On that note, coffee time.
I mean, look, I've been. Do they have way more casinos than Pahrump? Absolutely.
I wasn't even thinking. I'm just thinking like.
Is it way more developed than Pahrump? Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So it's not Pahrump, bro, because that's what I'm talking like. Pahrump looks like they could do a nice old horror movie over there.
So I mean, look, Reno has its parts for sure. And quite frankly, you coming from Vegas and going to Reno, you probably would think the same thing. Like, all right, you know, there's not much to this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a college town. But yeah, man, look.
Yeah, but getting back to it, what? Because the reason we're here is, what's your thoughts? Like, what happens with boxing scene now that CBS is not freaking, like, that's the rumor, according to Michael Woods, who's been in this business for a long time. He's another former ESPN writer. Like, bro, what do we do? I hope the Zone buys it, or who else could buy it? Maybe ESPN, but they don't even.
I'll tell you who could buy it, and they just made a recent purchase, and that just shows me their interest in the sport of boxing.
Who? Barstools?
Riyadh Season.
Oh, bro, they bought the fucking video game.
I just said they made.
Well, you actually didn't tell the audience what they bought. You just said a recent purchase.
Yeah, recent purchase.
Bro, they bought the video game. I hope that means we're gonna get it on I mean, I don't even own a PlayStation or an Xbox, but I would buy one if they had a game. And ignorant boxing, if you out there, let me know. Do I really need to buy one since I got Max? Cause you know, I'm so old school. I only play video games on video games, consoles, never on PCs or computers. But I know that's the wave now. So like, do I really need a console? Cause I know the game is out. Like, I just, in my Discord, they putting videos of Canelo beating up on Crawford in the game and shit.
But it's only the
beta version?
PC version.
Okay, so it is, you got to have a computer, not a Mac. That's whack. Yeah, well, hopefully the Sheik, you know, hopefully the fucking Sheik, His Excellency, hopefully His Excellency push that out there. That would be dope, man. Damn. Can you imagine he is that big of a boxing fan? He just gonna just fix boxing. He just fixing boxing, this man. He really about to give us a video game. If he bought a website, he said, I bought a 4K gaming PC just to play the game early. Yeah, there you go. I'm not doing that. I don't need a PC in my life.
I mean, most people have their computer specifically for gaming, like, and no other reason, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully my friend is available, because Punch Drunk is listening to the show, and he's like, bro, that's his Dominican side. He just don't acknowledge it. He looks more Dominican than anything. He looks like Fernando Villanueva.
Yeah, I mean, Punch just trying to add people to the team, though.
He trying to add people to the team?
For sure.
I mean, T.O. ain't Dominican, bro. Punch don't care about that shit.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. He trying to add people to the team.
Damn, I left my coffee, motherfucker. You know that Hardin good. When you get up to get the coffee, you make it and you leave it. You know it's good. Shout out to Hardin, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
Shit happens, B.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But shit, man, that's crazy. That's sad news. Like, I literally wake up and go to Boxing Scene. I literally use Boxing Scene throughout the day, a million times a day. Like, what are we going to do? I'm dead ass. Like, ESPN ain't it. You know, and the only other site that is as active as Boxing Scene, maybe Boxing 24, which people don't like. Some of their writers is biased. They got like 3 writers just don't like Crawford. It don't matter what Crawford do, they don't like him. I mean, you go right now and look for the Jerron Ennis article that they wrote. They literally telling you Crawford's fought subpar opposition still. They telling you he's literally ducking Jerron. Like, that's a good site because they like Michael Benson, where
so they don't fuck with him at all.
No, they don't fuck with him at all. They don't fuck with him at all. They don't fuck with him at all. I really don't know. Talk Sports, they UK heavy. They don't fucking report on us. Like, bro, it's it's really pretty much a bad thing if we lose boxing scene. For real. Hopefully you're right. That's a good idea. Hopefully the Sheik hears you, His Excellency hears you, and he picks that up. But
I'm not trying to seem like I don't care. I just have thought about that possibility since Showtime, because that's who.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, they bought him out, so now those employees get paid by CBS Viacom. If I'm not mistaken, I know it's CBS.
Bro,
but
so. I'm shocked you still haven't brought up Barstools. Like, you don't think they, being CBS or Rick Reno, do a Barstools and sell it back to him? Does he not? I mean, he works for them still. Like, does he not get first option?
Look, I would love for Barstool to get in there.
No. Do a Barstools, but yes, you can give your opinion of that.
You saying because they bought back?
Yes.
Hey, look, that'd be great if Showtime's gonna sell it to him for $1.
No, they ain't gonna do that. But I hope they do that. That would be good too. But Danny's up.
You'll see him in the rematch. He won't be so drained. He won't be so depleted or whatever. James told Fight Hub TV. You know, that wasn't the issue. Crawford fought a good fight. Crawford had a great game plan, right? So you're talking about this Crawford's coach. He was the better guy that day. Although Spence activated his rematch clause with Crawford, it is not entirely clear when that fight will take place. Asked about details regarding the status of the rematch, James demurred. I don't know anything about it. Nothing, James said. That part. Weight class, in parentheses, I'm sure they already signed that or whatever, James added, but I don't know anything about that either. End quote. What do you think, Mr. Gibbs?
Bit weird, right? Like, I probably need you to read it again because he literally says weight drained and all these other things that insinuate Earl wasn't himself, then says that wasn't the issue. It was just Crawford had a great game plan. So it's like he's taking away the excuse but putting it right back to me.
What do you mean? He said that the issue wasn't the weight, but it was. He doesn't give what was the issue. He says that Bomac was the better guy that day with the better game plan.
I mean, there's literally a place there where he says weight wasn't the issue.
Yeah,
but in the first sentence, he says weight was the issue.
Well, he just says he won't be so drained, he won't be so depleted.
Okay, but Danny, come on, man. Why we always
listen?
If I'm depleted, okay. I'm not 100.
Don't listen then.
Okay,
just talk to yourself.
Go.
Talk to yourself.
Go.
I'm just saying, champ. I feel that he knows that the rematch is at 54. Can't say shit. So that's why he knows that his fighter won't be so drained or depleted. And if it's not at 54, then the rib injury ain't help him lose the weight. So you feel me? Either which way. No? Am I tripping?
I have no clue, man. I don't even know where you're bringing a rib. I still haven't seen reports of no rib. I'm just reading what's here. It say he won't be so drained. He won't be so depleted or whatever. You know, that wasn't the issue. Crawford fought a good fight. Crawford had a great game plan, right? So you're talking about this coach. He was a better guy that day. So again, he's literally saying the dude was drained, the dude was depleted, but it still's not the reason. He's saying the reason is Crawford and his coach had a better game plan. So that's why it's a bit confusing to me. But again, everything is up for interpretation. Those are the
that's
quotes.
What I'm saying.
Go ahead.
All I was saying, look, if you know the weight, then he know his fight ain't gonna be as depleted. And if the rib injury rumor was true, then that means that his fighter will be able to spar the last month of camp, helping him lose some weight. He knows his fighter won't be as depleted. That's all I'm saying. Just my thoughts.
For sure, for sure. That's your interpretation of it.
Just my thoughts. But phone lines
are open.
425-569-5241. Press 1 one time.
Discord available as well if you want to voice your opinion. Let's pull up the schedule. Dan the man with the plan has the schedule. And we will pull that up so we could give our predictions on all the fights. I just don't see the sketch. All right, there it is. All right, screen sharing now. So, starting from the bottom.
Now we here.
Alex Holly. Now that I learned about him, definitely going Holly. Israel Mercado. I don't know who Israel is. I'm gonna be checking just in case he's the brother of Tito. I know Tito got a brother, and I hear he's nasty with it. We looked up this guy the last time, Jabin, but don't know him. Daniel Blancas, we interviewed him. I'm going with him. Carmel Moten, we know he's up next.
Hey, I would have to check our bookie, not to be confused with my bookie. I would have to check our bookie, but I'll say that according to the bookie that I saw, he's in a tough fight. Daniel Blancas. He is the favorite, but not by much.
Okay.
So, this Israel Mercado, he totally is. He might not be his brother, but he's related to Tito some way, for sure.
How you know? He looks like him?
Identical.
Oh, shit, Pomona. You right. Wow, he got a loss.
Yeah.
Is he older?
And a draw. Yup, he's 30.
He might be the older
38.
brother. Years old?
Yup. No, I'm 28. I'm fucking with you.
What the fuck? About to say, what?
28.
What?
But he was undefeated up until his last two fights. So he was 9-0, and then he had his first loss via majority decision, and then he had a draw in his last fight, and now he's fighting this guy.
Up next is Pablo Vicente, and that's another dude we looked up, but I don't know him either. It's going to be someone I have to watch tomorrow. We're going to be at Hardin for this, FYI, and we'll be doing the entire fight card from Hardin. So hopefully we can stay up, because the last time that shit was cray. What else? Do you know Pablo Vicente like that?
Pablo Vicente.
Because he's in a fucking a title eliminator.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with Pablo Vicente. He is from Cuba, resides in Panama. They call him the Cuban Menace. The judge, 30 years old, one loss. That came to
junior lightweight
Marcos Villasana in Mexico via split decision. He has a 73.9, so 74% knockout ratio. He's been fighting a lot in Panama as of late. Actually, all his fights have been in Panama pretty much. This is his first ever American fight. And his opponent is
30 years old.
Muhammad Kuja Yakubov, 20-1 from Tajikistan. What the fuck? Okay. He's one of 3 fighters in this country.
I was looking at that.
He's a southpaw. Another guy who he lost to Oshaki Foster. Okay. And that's another guy that will be making his U.S. debut. He's fought in mostly Russia. Yeah, so don't know these guys.
But they in a title shot.
They in a title shot.
Eliminator. Oh, he fought Shockey. You said that already?
I did. But somebody might have just came on and they might have missed it. So.
You funny. Okay, back to the schedule. So, Vito Meneleke Jr., I'm excited to see how he looks because obviously he's had such a, you want to believe, good camp with all the people he's been in there with. I don't know Alexis Salazar. I don't think I know him. Have you? Do you remember him off top?
Alexis Salazar. Nah, man. He's fighting Vito, 25-5.
He's got 5 losses. He's from Mexico, resides in California. He's from Guadalajara.
Lost to Xander by decision. He fought Adames, lost by TKO.
Yep. That's it?
Seems like tough opposition. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I don't see anything that's still sticking out.
Definitely fighting a vet, a guy.
Is this Puppet? Nope. All right, so yeah, I don't know. But we'll see, can he do better than Xander? Remember, he's a welterweight moving up, just like Xander was. Then Lipinets versus Michel Rivera, which I talked to the team. This fight is definitely at 140. So that's Lipinets' best weight, bro. He did bad at 47, so this might be a fight. Let me see how old he is. Michelle might be in a fight here because, you know, Lipinets is pretty durable, right? I only remember him being stopped by Javon. He lost to UD by Mikey. Level of activity, only 1 fight in 2021, 1 fight in 2020, 2 fights in 19, 1 fight in 22, no fights this year. And Michelle should not. Did he fight this year? He did not. So this is the same for both. Let's see.
This is his first fight since
the Frank Martin fight, which happened in December of last year.
Correct.
And okay, so Michelle's a little, he's got a little less inactivity than Figueroa, but not by much. So pretty even fight. Again, the issue is Lipinets always was good at 40. Like, his only loss at 40 is obviously to Mikey. He knocked out Clarence Booth. Clarence Booth is in a fight. He's taking on Kelvin Davis. And look at that. Credit to Lipinets. I think he's the only one to knock out. Okay, 2 people knocked out my boy, Mr. St. Pete. Who's the other one? Maxim Davyshev, rest in peace. Fucking hell. That's a fight for Michelle, bro. Michelle at 40. Hold on. Where is it? Michelle at 40. What has he done?
I mean, shit, we ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, no, he been there, right? 38, 36 and a half. Lord, so he ain't been there yet. Oof.
Well, the Memphis fight.
Memphis.
Right there, Darius Miller.
But Miller was 38.
And then the
He's
40-something. What about the 40-something?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably because I got to scale it in a bit.
Okay. I mean,
he weighed 35 though. Miller came in overweight.
No, I ain't. You scaled it out now, but all right, cool. He had that fight at 44.
Where? This?
Yeah.
Antonio McCarter. I don't know Anthony McCarter. I don't know. I never seen that. And that looks like a tuna.
No, that was a pandemic fight, but I mean, he still made that weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn. Bro, when he's out here, I ain't even get to see him spar.
Nah, but he just got out here for fight week.
You right, bro.
He wasn't out here.
Bro.
What up?
Guess when they flew him out here?
When?
Wednesday. That's insane. I shouldn't have even said that. That should have been betting show advice.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wednesday, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who I'm picking in that fight. That's tough. I bet you he the favorite. Lipinets. Hector Luis Garcia versus Lamont Rose. This is another good fight, but for Lamont, he coming off a hella inactivity. He been waiting for this fight forever. So, you know, that could be an issue for him. Bruh. Let me get...
You said what can be an issue for him?
His inactivity.
Yeah.
You know, Hector, he did get stopped this year, but he fought this year. Look, he ain't fought, since July.
And he only had one fight last year.
So he got a year.
Only one.
17 months off?
2 in 2021, only 1 in 2020. So.
Tough, bro. This sport, we definitely doing well with them big fights, but these guys on the lower level are not getting activity. This is another big fight, man. What's gonna happen in this Sabril Matias fight? This fucking Urshigev guy, he ruined everything for me with his quotes. Talking about he want to retire after this. How old is this guy? Southpaw. And he beat my boy Fox. He couldn't stop Fox, though. He ain't really like that then.
No, Fox was one of the 3 people to take him decision.
He ain't like that then. Ain't nothing wrong with Fox. I'm just saying, like.
Betting show.
Sonny Fredrickson, he beat. Took his O. I know Fredrickson. Adrian Estrella. Do I know this guy? Fort Worth. Tony Lewis. Oscar Duarte. This fucker beat Oscar Duarte? Holy shit.
That was his only loss?
Adrian Estrella. And you see how I found, I'm like, don't I know Adrian? And look, when you click and then you go, it's like, okay, Urshigev beat him. Tony Lewis from Canada took him decision. What? You beat Duarte, who's about to fight Ryan? Fucking hell.
Was it by KO or decision?
Nah, split.
Okay. So tight.
For a little strappy strap. All relative, man. All relative. Look, Matias beat him too. All relative. I don't know. I don't remember watching. Did I watch this? Wow. Oh no, this Winner Vegas Casino. I'm looking at this shit say Winner, and I'm reading it Westgate. I'm telling you, I'll be tripping. But I don't remember that fight. Did you see that fight? This fight?
What year was that?
2020, bubble fight. Adrian out here in Vegas.
Nah, bro. I don't recall that fight.
I know Urshigev is promoted by Dimitri. Yeah, I don't know, man. And his activity, at least he had 2 fights last year. No fight this year. Damn. And he got more than a year. Lord have mercy. This whole card is like
inactive as fuck.
Word is born.
This the get back fight. The get back card, I should say.
I'm not even realizing that BoxRec tells you right there, look, he's inactive. What about this guy? He's a champ, so he can't be inactive.
So they consider you inactive after
12 months.
Yeah.
So, wow. What else? That's the co-main. You're going to obviously lean towards the champion. I don't know much, again, about Dimitri Salita fighter Urshigev. I believe I've only seen him fight one time, if that. And it wasn't the Adrian fight, so I don't know what the fuck I watched. I think he was on Showbox though, wasn't he? I feel like he was on Showbox.
I mean
man.
that Sloan fight seems like a Showbox fight. They used to do a lot of Showbox fights, so.
So the one loss for Matias too, for those that are looking at his loss, and you know, he came out and admitted that he was smoking too much pot. I wonder if he was smoking in camp. I'm supposed to interview him. Let me see if I could hit up his manager. I was supposed to have 2 different interviews today. People are gonna look at me like I'm crazy, man. Sad day.
How much pot was he smoking?
He didn't say, but he said I was smoking way too much pot. And it was translated, obviously. I would need the interview.
How did that make you feel?
Happy, but sad at the same time, because it's like, come on, man. Keyshawn ain't giving them excuses. He out here fighting 10 rounds like nothing. Like, ain't nobody even know Keyshawn was smoking.
And whipping ass.
Whipping ass. Keyshawn should be sponsored by Hardin, man. Literally smokes, but you know how they click up, so let them make that connection. But yeah, man. Matias is no longer smoking, so I'm assuming his confidence is where it needs to be, and he's gonna do what he needs to do. I'm gonna be watching this fight, definitely with invested eyes, because I'm hoping that Devin runs straight to Matias if he beats Regis. I think it's the easiest fight to make. And it'll be something that they're not expecting. Just like the Thurman situation, don't get me wrong. Him bringing that out of left field, could they actually make it happen? I doubt. Thurman seems to think very highly of himself, even these days. Shout out to Thurman, though. He just had a birthday like a day ago.
How old is he?
I don't know. I just said happy birthday.
Shout out to him.
Word.
You think he takes the invite, shows up to the fight?
What fight?
Probably not, right?
What fight?
Devin's fight.
Oh, I did see Bill posted that on his story.
Yeah.
Man, Bill Haney. You know I got his number, Bill. You don't really want to send no invite for real. You know what I'm saying? Let Matchroom fly him out.
He barely show up for PBC fights. He ain't showing up.
Nah, they've been having him on the mic and everything. Let Matchroom fly him out. Put him on the mic. Thurman's a great talker.
You think he'll be there this weekend? No. Was he there for the last one? No. How about the one before that? He was there for the one before that.
I mean, you got to plan it, bro. This is a man that's married with children. Like,
yeah. I'm just saying.
He's hands-on.
I'm just saying some people like to come out. He ain't one of those people. Like,
I mean, if the fight interests him, he going to come out. If the fight don't interest him, he ain't going to come out. It's just that simple.
Well, he must not be very interested too often.
I mean, he came out for the Earl fights. He came out.
Yeah, I'm saying.
For the fights that matter. That's what I'm saying. He do be there. They even interview him. I don't really know what you're talking about. The fights that matter, they got Thurman in there.
Like, I think the fights that are perhaps relevant to him, but I'm saying some fighters.
But ain't that what we talking about?
No,
Isn't Devin relevant to him? Devin's calling him out via his father. His father's inviting him to the fight. Like, how are you making it not relevant to him?
Boots been calling him out. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen him show up for a Boots fight. Like, I think he showed up to, like the big Errol fights.
I answered that. He shows up to the fights that mean something to him. He don't want the Boots fight.
All right, well.
Like, and again, what you think he would take quicker? Boots or Devin?
Nah, for sure.
All right, man. Come on. This is boxing. It's all about strategy, bro. Like, Boots is a tougher fight. He going to want more money. Devin is a easier fight in his eyes and probably a financially bigger fight, because Devin making $6 million. Devin on pay-per-view, that's not Boots. So I'm lost. here. But
I'm just saying, some guys enjoy being at the fights, whether it's near their division or not, and we see them continuously there, and some guys don't, and he's one of the guys that don't. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, and again, I mean, this whole conversation, I made it clear that if he's interested in that fight, he will come. And all I said is, Bill, I got his number if you want to really make it happen, because tagging him on your story that lasts 24 hours isn't an official invite.
Do you think he maybe sent him a message?
Can I send him a message?
No, I'm saying, do you think perhaps Bill sent him a message?
I don't know if Bill has a way to communicate with him.
I mean, bro, DMs.
My man got 300,000 followers, bro. He one of the biggest fighters in the last 10 years, and he got 300,000 followers because he's not active, bro. He don't be on that shit. And if you look at it, don't make me show it. It's kind of, you know, he's more on some guru shit, man. Everything you see there is with his, like...
Kumbaya?
Is with his priests or whatever.
With his priests. But phone lines is open, man. 425-569-5241.
I think it's the perfect time to jump on. That's why I'm saying, like, if they serious, if that's like a move, a play they trying to go for, yeah. Jump out there, send them an invite, send them the travel plans, you know, because that's a good play. I don't know. You know, obviously we're so close to this fight with Devin that it's hard to say, you know, will Thurman and Devin do 150,000 pay-per-views? But I think that it does. Obviously, Devin has to win, but if we talk about Devin coming off of a Regis win, I think it does even more.
I feel like he would have to get back in the ring, though. Like
who?
Thurman.
No, you don't.
You don't think he a bit kind of like irrelevant?
No. I mean, I was the same guy that wanted Ryan to fight Broner on pay-per-view right after the Tank loss. People laughed at me, but we found out that Oscar sent Broner a contract. You never, when you got a name, you're never out the ring too long. You just got a name. We just dust that name off and we shine it up again.
Broner's a name, though. Like,
Thurman did better pay-per-views than Broner, like, with the same opponent. So I don't know what you mean about name.
Yeah, Broner had never been.
What?
I mean, I guess
you caught yourself saying that neither that Keith. I get you.
I mean, no clue what you talking about.
You was about to say Broner had never been on pay-per-view till he was on pay-per-view with Pacquiao. Then you realized that Thurman never had been on pay-per-view till he'd been on pay-per-view with Pacquiao. That's why you stopped mid-sentence, because Thurman did better numbers than Broner on Pacquiao.
That's actually a good observation, bro. I didn't even think about it. That's a very good observation.
The lies people tell when you can think 10 steps ahead of them.
Hey, Champ, I'm
lines
just saying,
are open. We
bro,
going out.
We can't deny which name is bigger.
Thurman, he did better numbers than Broner with the same dance partner. Treese, Toledo, Ohio. What up?
Yeah, that don't necessarily make him bigger. That's one fight. 4 years ago.
Horrible fighter.
4.5 years ago, you feel me? What he do with your
Bro,
mans in the last
Broner,
year?
let me
What he
help
do-
you.
hold
Let me
on.
help you. Let me
see
help
what he
you.
did
Let me
with
help you.
Barrios.
Let me
Don't
help you.
Unless you got a paper.
Go ahead. You look while you looking for that. Let me help you with your analogy here, right? Broner not only been on pay-per-view with Pacquiao, but he was also on pay-per-view with Garcia, probably before the Pacquiao fight, which means he had been introduced to the audience, pay-per-view audience.
What Garcia?
Mikey. Stop forgetting things.
You said who been on pay-per-view with Garcia?
Adrian Broner.
Bro, you crazy as hell if you think that Mikey Garcia fight was on pay-per-view.
With Adrian?
On Moms, it wasn't. Regular Showtime.
Let's see.
Come on, bro. Regular Showtime.
I'm looking.
And you know why they ain't do it on pay-per-view?
No.
Because they wasn't finna compete with John Jones and Daniel Cormier, which fought the same exact day. That shit did like 1.5 million or something. You know, that was regular Showtime, champ. Sorry.
400,000 pay-per-views sold according to Wiki. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's what I thought it did.
So cool.
But no, that's actually
take my bet, bro.
Actually,
take my
the 400,000 was with
bet.
Pacquiao, is what I believe. But let me see.
Take $100 bet.
SB Nation
Small hooch.
reporting.
$100 bet.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I don't want a $100 bet. I just want to go on with the show and do my job, which it says here, Broner start time for pay-per-view, bro. I don't want to argue with you. I'm not handshaking no bet. I'm just showing the people it says pay-per-view on Sports Nation. Like, if they lying, do a $100 bet with them, bro. We can move on.
About do a $100
Trees,
bet. You
talk
the
to
one
me.
that brought it up, bro.
I mean, and I'm right. You wrong. Like,
right,
the
champ.
fuck? You want to do bets and argue, you still wrong. Like,
Okay.
go ahead, Trees.
By the
What
way,
up,
Keith
man?
Thurman
What up,
did
what up,
39,000 pay-per-views.
But he did 600,000 with Pacquiao. What we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
Well,
if you don't want to do the show, if you upset,
Bro,
or
I'm not
something,
upset. What are you
like,
talking
I mean,
about?
because you trying to make irrelevant conversations.
You said
we
pay-per-view
specifically
numbers
talking about
determine how
Broner
big
not
of
being
a fighter
bigger
you
than
are.
Thurman.
Bro.
That's what we talking about. So we used the common opponent. You didn't like that analogy. So then I said, well, damn, this dude was on pay-per-view before Thurman. Then you try to make me a liar. So then I proved that. Now you bringing up his barrio numbers. Let my man get his call. Trees, talk to us.
Champ, I'm honestly willing to continue and bet whatever it is
After his call.
that
After his
Garcia
call.
fight was not on pay-per-view.
After his call. You could bet with Sports B Nation, man.
But you're the one saying it.
You could bet with them. I screen shared it, man.
But you the one saying it, brother.
I'm screen sharing what I'm reading here. Look, he don't want Trees to talk, so I'm going to go ahead and screen share and read. Broner versus Garcia start time. TV schedule for Showtime pay-per-view event.
And I'm okay, champ.
That's
so
all I'm reading.
They're wrong.
He going to have to send me another link because that's how this show works. It's a show. We got an audience. Present your facts or let this man talk.
So I'm going to pull up a website. No, I'm just saying. When I pull it
Is
up.
this a fraudulent website?
It's not, but
okay.
I'm telling you.
Is it world known?
All right, brother.
All right. So why ain't he sending his link? You wanna keep stopping the show from flowing.
Trees.
Send me your link.
Trees.
Prove you're right. What the fuck you want to argue about?
No, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to send you a link and then what? Because you got a link saying the opposite. So I'm going to send it and then what? Just before I pull it up so I know what's going to take place after that.
I mean, at least having something to back your fucking statement will make sense in interrupting the show.
All right.
You send a link for what? Because you keep saying my shit is a lie. So prove us wrong. What the fuck?
All right.
Go ahead, Trees, for the 8th time.
Yo, all right, man. All right. I'm just the caller who entertained, man. We taking it all in. Shout out TBZ, man. This is the debate show. And it's a call-in show, man. I'm fucking with you. But with these fights, man, with tomorrow, man, I'm excited, man. This is a big card. I'm liking what we got going on. Like y'all say, that's a real Matias card. Matias fight. I'm excited to see what's going on with that. I think that's going. Niggas know me in the back call. I like violence. You feel me? I think that's gonna be one of them. I think somebody getting stopped. I'm picking Matias, you feel me, in that fight. I'm going to say about 7th, 8th round. I'm going to pick the 8th round. I think he's going to stop him in the 8th round is what I'm thinking. I'm with that shit. But, yeah. I like with the Andrade and Benavidez fight, you feel me? And I'm picking Lipinets too, by the way. I'm picking him by decision. Tyrone, if you listen. Yeah, Lipinets by decision. But, and I'm my heart telling me to go with Garcia. I think Garcia probably going to win by decision, but I need Lamont Roach to pull that shit off because I know he one of the few who will give Albert Bell a shot at this, you feel me, at the belt. So I need Lamont Roach to win. Yeah.
Bruh,
but
Albert Bell is not ranked in the WBA, bro. Why you be dreaming so much?
What you mean? If your man's winning the belt, I know he'll give us a voluntary shot. That's all I'm saying. I know he'll give us a shot.
Okay.
It's been.
Danny taught y'all about 2-3 days ago. You cannot get a title shot with someone that's not ranked in the top 10. You got to be ranked within that sanctioning body's top 10 for
So
you to be
pull up the
offered a
rankings.
shot.
What we rank? What we ranked in? How we?
I don't have to pull it up, bro.
I'm sure we in
I'm
the
on a
top 10.
Hardin break. I just know boxing. I know your man's ranked highly in the WBO with numerous titles, so he not in the WBA. His pockets ain't like that. Not to disrespect, but like Keyshawn ranked in multiple divisions because they got top rank. So that's why you see Keyshawn and Big Baby.
If we rank, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen that we ranked in top 8 and one in another ranking in another
Danny, pull it up
sanctioning
for
body.
it, man.
We number 1 in the WBO. Last time I checked, we was number 8 in that shit.
In the WBA,
it could have changed. Maybe they did not. Maybe they didn't push this out, or I could be wrong. But I'm telling you,
oh, he's pulling it up
Go
because
ahead,
I doubt it.
By the way,
my man is highly ranked in the WBO, so I doubt that he's gonna be ranked in the BA as well.
Yeah, as of the last WBA rankings, November 1st.
Ooh, he went and got the up-to-date shit.
Albert Bell is not ranked in the WBA's top 15.
Boom.
But he is ranked number 11th in the WBC. He is ranked number 1 in the WBO, and he is not ranked in the IBF's top 15.
They pushed this
the
out
Ring,
to number.
The Ring magazine has Albert Bell number 10.
Shout out to him. I take that back. They obviously got the pockets to be in 2 rankings, and respectfully, they in the WBC, which is the more prestigious belt, and then they ranked in the highly in the WBO, where they were favored when they had a contract with Top Rank. JB. That's impressive, though.
Yep.
Before you go, I just want to, because I did say I ain't think he had the pockets for that, so that did sound bad. They in 2 rankings. You know, you usually see big-time fighters in 2 rankings. Like, you see Keyshawn, he got 2 belts when he wins, 2 different sanctions, WBO and I think the WBA. And then same thing with Big Baby. His last win, he had 2 regional straps. It costs to be in those separate rankings. Go ahead, JB.
Yo, yeah, Albert Bell, big time, man. Hey, what's up, Ness? What's up, Danny? Hey, man, let's cut the bullshit out, man. Like, yo, your man Bill must be stupid or dumb, man. Like, I know they ain't really trying to have the audacity to call out Keith Thurman, man. They really about to make him revert back to one time. Like, come on, man, let's cut the shit, man. Like, Keith probably is the biggest name in boxing, man. Like you said, for the past 10 years, man. He'll knock Devin's ass out, man. Like, let's cut it, man. We know he'll walk through Regis, man. So we're not even worried about that fight. But Keith, though, man, no way in hell, man. Like, the casuals may believe he can win, man, but the real boxing fans with real eyes to the sport know he'll make his face look worse than he did the Barrios, man. So let's cut that shit out, man. Now on to this weekend's fights. I got Andrade, got Vito Melnecki, I got Matias, I got Lipinets, I got Lamont Roach, and I got Charlo, man. Other than that, man, y'all keep it moving, man. Tell Bill, man, just stop the bullshit, man. If he wants to pursue a fight, pursue Matias or pursue Rolly, man. Like, keep Thurman, man. Keep his name out of his mouth, man. I'm out, man.
All right. Jay and Dykeman.
If you are tuned in, make sure to smash the like, give us a subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Jay, what up?
No, Jay. Jay, you got to unmute, player.
1 2 1 2.
We hear you now.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now. Jay.
Hello.
We hear you now. Malcolm, what up?
Guess Twitter tripping today.
Brandon, what up?
But I'm doing.
Y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, Twitter's definitely tripping because it had the fucking requested option open for a minute. But shout outs to TBV, man. Yo, Danny, it's always a pleasure hearing your voice. Every time I call in, you're not around, man, because it's always on your days off, B. For the main event, I'm kind of iffy on it. Who's gonna win? Andrade, he's definitely a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? He got the footwork and everything. He definitely got a little pop in his punch. I feel like the pressure might be too much. I don't know how those last rounds are gonna go. You know what I'm saying with Benavidez and his output. So I might slightly edge Benavidez. The other fight, Charlo's beating the other Benavidez like easy. He's beating Jose. I don't know if it's gonna be a solid performance or he's just gonna look rusty as shit. That's how I see that. With Rivera and Lipinets, I might say Lipinets. He's been at that weight before. This is Rivera's first time at that weight class, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because he took that L and then my boy got caught with the peds. So we gonna see if my boy's the goods without without juicing and shit. And then Matias and Ergashev, I was telling niggas that Ergashev is gonna win. Stylistically, he's kind of like an athletic b-ball in a way if you watch him. And Matias has this unorthodox style. He throws a lot of punches and he has this shit where he keeps his hands low. And I feel like Ergashev can punish him. However, that interview, that shit you said that he said in the interview, that just threw everything off. But I'm still gonna pull for Ergashev. I just kind of want him to get the outset, and I might bet on that.
Yo.
Feel me?
Real quick, Ness. In that interview, was it being translated or does he speak English?
Translated.
All right.
Translated.
Go ahead with your call,
I'm gonna have to find that shit. If you could post a link or some shit or screen share it, I gotta see that interview. And before I go, I wanted to ask y'all, mainly to Danny, did y'all speak to Alicia or anything about that whole that vindication shit? Yeah, she on Twitter.
I mean, I've spoke to her to an extent, yeah. Like,
yeah,
what
she kind of vindicated herself. Or you feel me? Like that whole good news, the big news shit.
So I know that everything that she did has been shared with the sanctioning bodies. I just want to see how they respond to it. Like they've received all the tests, all the information. So again, I'm just waiting to see what they say. The Michigan Commission hasn't came out.
Shorty's saying case closed, and I mean, I just want to see what's up with that. But she's saying case closed, and then I don't even know if their hair follicle is like some old hair or it's some new shit. So it's just mad fucking confusing. And then the fans on Twitter is just dick riding her. You know how that is. But shout out to you guys, man. Just keep it going.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Brandon, Cincinnati.
TBV, what's poppin'? How y'all feeling?
Straight.
That's Danny.
Sensational, man. How are you? Did you eat enough yesterday?
Yeah, I ate enough, man, and I'm going to the gym right after work. So
bro, I fucked up, man. I forgot my to-go plate. So I had like one big ass plate. I ate like a king. Had some duck. Had some turkey.
Damn.
Had some ham.
Oh man. Ate like a king, man.
Like a king. The collard greens with the drippings of the candied yams on top. The candied yams on the side. The greens. I mean, I ain't do shit but bring the drinks. You feel me? But shout out to my people. You feel me? But,
I'm glad everybody ate good, spent time with your family. Now, today I want you to get your wisdom tooth shaped ass in the gym, man. Get a workout in. Work some of that off. We want to live to see 80, man. So, yeah, get your big ass in the gym, TVV family.
Let's go.
What's the topic, man? I just hopped on like 20 minutes ago. I hear people making fight predictions. What's the topic of today's show? I like to stay on topic.
We predicting the undercard and all the card, and then we're talking Derek James's recent quotes on Errol Spence where, it's not confusing to Danny, but to me it's confusing. I feel like he's saying that there was a weight issue, but then he's saying it's not a weight issue.
Okay, well, I've made my picks, but I'll go over them again. I got David, the Mexican Monster, knockout, rounds 8 through 10. I got Sabril, the Puerto Rican Murderer, I shouldn't have said that. That was fucked up. Take that back. Sorry, YouTube. Sabril Matias, the Puerto Rican brawler, round 6 through 8 stoppage. Give me Hector decision. Give me Baby Ali. I always forget his real name. Baby Ali by decision, and give me Vito by decision. Now, as far as Derek James, I commend his honesty, I guess. If you really think a 7 pound weight gain for the rematch or the fact that they didn't fight at 154 was the reason for that ass whooping, I'm gonna let you go ahead and believe what you want to believe, man. They could have fought at any weight. It was just you seen Bud was just a far superior fighter on every aspect of boxing. Stronger, faster, better balance, better feet, just ring IQ through the roof, traps he set, just everything. And I don't care what you may think. I know you Errol fans was high on your boy. He was the savior. 7 pounds extra ain't gonna stop that ass whooping. Cause yeah, he might get stronger, but guess what? Bud's gonna get stronger too. So the ass whooping's gonna be just the same.
Can
So
I ask you really
yeah,
quick, one real quick? Um, do you believe that if that the rib injury could have prevented the ass whooping? Like, do you think if he wasn't injured or allegedly injured that you still?
everybody injured when they have a shitty performance. I find that real funny. Every time somebody have a shit performance, they injured. No, he can get an extra rib. He can take the ribs off the barbecue grill, eat them. I don't give a fuck what he do. Only way he beating Bud is he come in the ring with a fully loaded Desert Eagle, blow Bud's fucking brains out in the middle of the ring. If not, he'll never beat the guy. They're just not on the same level. Whether it be, like I said, strength, speed, balance, clean punching, precision punching, defense, ring IQ. He's not on Crawford's level. 154, 147, 160. If they fought at heavyweight, the same shit's gonna happen over and over because while you motherfuckers was believing in these narratives about who sells the most tickets and he sold out the Cowboy Stadium and he did the pay-per-view buys, y'all forgot that fights actually happen in the fucking ring. But y'all wanted to roll with the cool little narratives instead of looking at the actual skills that you got to see with your eyes. So if you want to keep going with these narratives, oh, he was weight drained. I'll all praise be to you, but he's gonna get his ass kicked again. I appreciate Derek James for knowing, hey man, it wasn't really the weight. Bud just had a better game plan. He was the better fighter. 154 that night, he would have whooped our ass the same way. He's gonna whoop their ass the same way in the rematch. He might want to really get that Desert Eagle. If I was Errol, I would consider that. Crash out, Errol. Crash
Man,
out.
you
That's the only way you
stupid.
win it. Crash out.
You
Get
stupid.
you a Glock. Go to Chicago. Get you a Glock with a switch, man. Hey, Danny, hook you. Get you a little glizzy with a switch, man, and clap this motherfucker up, bro, because you ain't beating him with the gloves. Or I don't know, but yeah, man, that's my call, y'all. But yeah, I'm excited for Saturday, man. I got the Mexican Monster putting hands on Andre. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, man. I really like Andre. He's a cool dude. But that's my call, TVV. I'm out. Get your big asses in the gym. Don't let your back be big forever. You know, work some of that turkey off. But that's my call, TVV. Protect your mental health. I'm out.
Appreciate the call, champ.
Jay Dykeman.
Trying you again.
1-2-1-2. Can you hear me?
Yes.
See, now I can hear you guys. Looking at the headlines that you guys were talking about, and I kind of agree with it wasn't a weight drain. I think that Spence had put his body through too much with 3 car accidents. One of them he was thrown from the vehicle, and mostly when somebody's thrown from the vehicle, they wind up dead. So yeah, to me, I would say just get back in shape and keep training. Re 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 what you call it, your body. And I think Errol Spence can come back and be the same Errol Spence. I'm not giving it up. I seen the boy fight too many times. The boy nice. The boy gave Floyd Mayweather the blues while they were sparring in in Vegas. He gave him the blues. Floyd ran out angry. So not anybody can say they've done that with Floyd Mayweather. So I commend him. Just take your time. If you can't make the rematch clause, don't worry about it. Just take your time. Get your body back strong like it was. Stop all that drinking, because that should deteriorate your body too. No weed, and just you'll be back. I guarantee you, Spence, if he goes along the same lines of training, I guarantee Spence will be back. He just won't be able to beat Bud Crawford, but I guarantee he'll give him a way better fight.
Was he
way
back?
better?
You think he was back with Ugas?
Ugas was supposed to win that fight. You know that, right? Ugas knocked him out, and he fell all up against the rope. Spence fell all up against the rope, and Ugas stopped and he just looked at him when he was supposed to continue raining punches on him. Remember when he got his mouthpiece knocked out?
I remember that, but I don't think he was ever had him where if Ugas would have just kept punching him, he would have got him out.
Well, you got to look at when Spence was looking down. Ugas could have kept punching. Then when Spence landed against the ropes, his back against the ropes, you got to look at that. Because Ugas he's not no punk. Ugas can fight. He can hit.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just saying, do you think he was back that day? Like he broke his eye,
You may feel like it's your time.
Some people was calling
But
him
it's
the
not
eye
your time.
snatcher.
Well, that's because
that was like his second orbital bone he had broke. You feel me? So
for Ugas, right?
For
right?
Spence,
they was calling
was
calling him the eye snatcher and shit. So
right.
I was at
But
the fight.
if you remember, if you remember, he spit out the mouthpiece. Ugas just stopped.
I mean, bro, fucking Thurman took out his mouthpiece
and ran around the
Yeah,
ring
but
with it.
What the
Ugas,
fuck do it matter?
Ugas and
So now
Spence are
Barrios.
totally different.
No. But what I'm saying, so
Ugas
now
is-
Barrios was supposed to win that fight because a mouthpiece came out. Like I can't.
Nah, man, you talking two different grades of fighters. You talking top of the line, Errol Spence, and you talking Ugas, who's an extremely hard puncher.
What?
Extremely
Bruh,
hard.
your time is up. You heard the bell. You tripping right now.
Then,
My man
then
said,
y'all call me mean. Then y'all call me
no,
mean.
but you heard the bell. You heard the bell.
Then
But
y'all-
my man said an extremely hard puncher. Yo, what the hell?
Then we talking about high quality. Like Thurman is in the high quality at the time.
Counterpunch after you finish.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
My man said extremely hard puncher for Ugas. Who did he extremely hard punch and knock out or do anything great to? Tyron counterpunch.
Yo,
That was
what's
wild.
good, Ness?
What up?
What's good, Danny?
What up, champ? What up?
Not much, man. How was y'all Thanksgiving, man?
Man,
Can't complain, man. Can't complain, man.
Ate good,
That's
and I
what's up,
smoked
man.
some sensational marijuana yesterday that
Mhm.
I'd been saving.
Hey, that's
I'd been saving just for
Thanksgiving.
Just for Thanksgiving.
That's nice.
Hey, that's the perfect combo, man. Same here, man. I'm happy y'all guys enjoyed it, man. I hope everyone else tuned
How
in
was
enjoyed
yours,
theirs,
man?
too.
How was yours?
Man, it was great, man. You know what I'm saying? Chilled with the fam, ate good, smoked good, drank a little bit, man. You know, good vibes, man. It was a blessing, honestly, man.
What y'all had for
It
dessert?
was good. We had some pumpkin pie.
Yeah, why everybody did pumpkin pie? I think that's what we had. I ain't even eat it. I seen it there. I ain't even eat. What you had, Danny?
They had what's that fucking cake called? I had a slice of
Carrot cake?
Nah, it was like it had
Rum
like
cake?
walnuts and then like this glazed paws on it. Oh man.
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah, I ain't
It's
here for
gonna
that.
come to me. It's gonna come to
Danny
me.
ate some Mexican cake.
Nah. But I mean, yeah, bro. You ain't pick up on the collard greens and the
Yo,
candied yams.
did y'all have the mangoes with the little red spices on it?
Champ, again, you ain't pick up on the part that I said we
so
was
you saying
eating
you ain't-
collard greens
so
and
you-
candied yams,
So
brother.
you ain't go to the Mexican family house.
I don't have any Mexican family in Vegas. My Mexican family is in Chicago. I got friends out here, and I got
So you ain't got no Mexican friends out here?
Do I have any Mexican friends?
My
Yeah.
man had 0 tacos with his peoples on
I
Thanksgiving
mean,
Day.
bro,
That's
in
crazy.
Chicago we wouldn't have ate tacos, but
Dang.
we would have ate turkey, that just not collard greens and candied yams. We would have had like
I had collard greens.
we would have had like my grandmother would make
Yeah, them
us
greens was
rice.
gone.
Bro, it was like the turkey, for example, was a salsa. It was like a salsa, they would cover it on the turkey and then, cook the turkey, and now it's, has this like salsa glaze paws on the outside of the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, Thanksgiving was definitely hitting, man, for sure, man. So again, man, that's good that y'all enjoyed it. Hope everyone enjoyed it too.
German chocolate cake. That's what I had. German chocolate cake. I knew it was gonna.
Nah.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna
Nah,
come
I
to me.
passed on that one.
Bro, now look, a true story. I was about to cut myself. They had like some store-bought lemon cake. I'm like, I ain't tripping. I'm about to cut myself a slice. I'm super high. Now, this the blunt after I done ate. So I done smoked 2 before, ate 2 plates, smoked after.
Damn, 2 plates.
For sure. Now it's time
Damn.
for the dessert. Bro, so I'm about to cut a piece of the store-bought lemon cake. True story. Someone walks up to me in my ear, tells me, I know you're not about to cut that store-bought cake when I got the German chocolate cake I made right here. So I was guilt-tripped into eating that cake.
Did you like it, though?
Oh, no.
It was mid.
Wow. Tyron, restarting the clock for the third time.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. But no, on the topic though, I don't think like Spence being weight drained wasn't the issue. I just think, the car accidents and, injuries and all that wear and tear on the body, caught up to him. And I just think at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford is a better fighter. It don't matter if it's at 154, 147. I think Terrence would have been on top. I'm looking forward to the Benavidez and Andrade card. I'm actually getting more excited by the day because, it's a lot of questions that's going to get answered. Charlo and Jose Benavidez, that's going to be a good fight. I want to see where Charlo mental is at. Do he still have the same skills? Did he lose a step? Like, is he back as far as that? Because, Jose is a tough competitor. He didn't do bad versus Danny Garcia, and he's a live dog. So I think he, will give Charlo some work. And, some questions there could be answered. As far as Demetrius Andrade and, David, that's going to be a good fight. This is a big fight for Boo Boo. What he asked for. So I want to see, is he going to step up to the plate? Is he going to handle business? How is he going to do in there? He has a style. He has the ring IQ to beat Benavidez, but I want to see, is he going to rise to the occasion? Because, he's been crying about a big fight and he won Canelo. So this is a stepping stone to get that fight. And as far as David, I want to see, has he gotten better, after the, Caleb Plant fight? Because Caleb Plant exposed some weaknesses, some holes in his game that Demetrius Andrade could take advantage of. So I want to see how, David adapts. Has he got better, skill-wise, defensive-wise, the jab and all of that. So I think it's going to be a great night of boxing for many of reasons, man. That one just in particular. And as far as, next, let's say if David, beats Andre, I think that the Canelo fight probably what happened in September due to the fact that I don't see that fight being made next because we don't know where PBC is landed. We don't know where that's going to go. And I feel like it's
Bro, can I steal some of your time? I'm going to just pause it, though.
Yeah. No, yeah,
I don't know.
Good,
I don't know if y'all been noticing, but there's a lot of screenshots being floated around the internet of people going to their Amazon Prime and finding all the Showtime boxing events available but not available to play. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I asked the person that sent it to me, like, do you need a subscription? But they're like, no, you can't unlock it. So I don't know what that means. I'm about to check my own Amazon video right now and see if I can find it. But yeah,
Okay.
I've been getting a lot of that. But go ahead, unpause it.
Yeah, see, yeah, I haven't even, been hip to that. So I'm gonna definitely have to check that out too. You know what I mean? And the Jaime McGee and the Canelo fight, that's a great fight too. But again, I don't see the David get past Boop. I don't see that fight being made. Next due to, again, we don't know where PBC gonna land. And I feel like if say PBC goes to Amazon, I think establish your foundation for that year. Like I would like to see a Tank. Start off with Tank versus somebody, you know what I'm saying? Give us the appetizer, okay, boom, get that, and you establish, that brand, that foundation for that year, and say, Charlo beats Jose Benavidez. I wouldn't mind seeing the Charlo and David Benavidez fight next, you know what I'm saying? You put that on there for next year while Canelo fight Jaime, and, you can push it as
feel like it's
Charlo
your
want
time,
Canelo fight, he want to,
but it's not your
avenge the
time.
brother loss. And David want that Canelo fight too, and I think that sale is great, especially
You
Charlo
taking
want
your
to move
free
up to
call?
168. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish the call now, champ. And so I think that would be, a good route as well. So again, man, it's going to be a lot of questions answered this week. I'm looking forward to the fight. It's going to be a great, great fight. I kind of give the edge to, I want to say, Demetrius Andrade, but I just feel like David got the momentum right now. I think it's going to be a good, good fight. I don't really see it ending in knockout. But I won't be surprised if, David gets boo-boo out in the later rounds, man. But I think it's going to be a good, good fight. It's honestly a 50-50 fight. And again, it's more questions going to be answered. And this is good for David Benavidez. If you don't get the Canelo fight, continue to fight these guys. Get more experience under your belt. And, and go ahead. Because once you get in that fight, you're going to have experience. You're going to be better and things of that nature. And as far as the Terrence Crawford and the David Benavidez fight, I don't like it just due to the fact I think David is a true 175 pounder. Crawford has the skills to compete, but I just think, the size eventually will matter, man, because David is a big, big, big guy. Like, he is huge. And so I think that will catch up to Crawford rather than, Canelo and Crawford, because they kind of the same size, kind of weight, and it'll be a bigger, the accolades. These two are the most, decorated boxers in today. So I think that does well as well. And one question I got for you. I've been seeing Canelo overseas. Do you see anytime soon Canelo fighting in Dubai or
Hell
soon or
yeah,
anything
bro. I
like that?
just seen my man fully in the whole, traditional clothing from the
Yeah.
Middle East. And
Yeah, he's in Abu Dhabi right now for the Formula
Okay.
One finale.
I certainly see them. Come on, the Prince. He know
Yeah,
who Canelo is. He gonna
I
want
think
Canelo
that'd be-
and Tank out there eventually.
I think that there's
Yeah.
a possibility of seeing but I think I just my thought. I think at this point is gonna be probably in the exhibition.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, who would you match up Canelo out there with?
Jake
I
Paul.
mean,
Jake fucking
I could,
Paul.
Jake.
Nah,
Yeah.
Jake
Oh, yeah, that'd be a
Jake
big
changed
fight.
his route. I mean, I'm not saying that if they offer him a Canelo fight, he won't take it, but Jake is about to do a few TV fights only, the zone only. He's changed up,
And I have nothing.
I like what
I
he
have
did.
nothing to base this off of, Ness. But just my thoughts. I think Canelo. He's gonna keep. At this point, he ain't got much left. You feel me? So I think he's gonna keep taking competitive fights. And yeah, I think that he'd probably do like an exhibition out there. So maybe 2-3 years
Hey,
from now.
Danny.
What up?
Danny, next one last question, then I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. The call. How do you see? Because I know Canelo was
It
talking
feel like
about
it's your
Usyk
time,
fighting Usyk. How
but
realistic
it's
do you
not your
guys
time.
think that fight gets made
Nah,
overseas
it's
in the
over.
future? But that's my call.
I
Nah,
don't
he
think-
lost, man. It's over. Like, you can't beat Bivol. How you gonna beat Usyk?
Yeah, that was being discussed
Yeah.
before before the Bivol loss. This was around the time that Eddie came out and said he'd move him up for Macabu, who, quite frankly, I hadn't
Lost
heard
again. He lost again, though.
of. Yeah, but obviously he had the cruiserweight title at that
Damn,
point.
you said you hadn't heard of. Wow.
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard of him up to that point.
Till Eddie Reynoso made him
Yeah.
popular.
But I think you said you met him at the WBC convention.
Absolutely.
You
I know.
know.
And I watched this fight. He fought a lot of people. I got
Okay.
Fernando, not people like, names, but I watched this fight. Fernando Gomez, $2. Benavidez is part Dominican too. So they say. The pull-out bandit, $5. Ness, why do you play confused at the rib injury rumor? It was you who I first heard say that EJ didn't, I guess he meant spar many weeks prior to the fight. Yeah, that was Danny that got that information.
That was me.
And outside of that, it never came out. Like, to this day, nobody saying nothing about it.
I mean, look, I could never reveal my sources, but I legit had a source inside the Spence camp, like somebody in the house that was there with Spence.
You just revealed it.
No, I didn't.
You revealed it.
Too many people in the mansion.
You revealed it. Oh, now you even put it in the mansion.
I said that was in the house. Yeah.
I mean, it could have been a Spence house in Dallas, Spence house anywhere, but like you put it out there.
Man,
but look, what I'm screen
too many
sharing,
people.
what I'm screen sharing is what people sent me. So what they sent me is true. It does look like PBC's going to Amazon. Why do you say that? Well, I say that because this is a Showtime Championship Boxing, which is not available to me on my Amazon Prime Video. If this was Showtime solely, I would be able to click on this and they say, do you have a Paramount Plus or a Showtime subscription to watch? It does not say that. What it does say is this video is currently unavailable. Why? Because in my humble opinion, PBC is uploading their entire backlog to Amazon Prime for the release date. They'll release a one-off fight and the announcement of all their library to be shown on Amazon.
Now,
let's hope. Let's hope.
Now, we don't know that this wasn't up there before, but I agree with you. I do agree with you. And on top of that, Ness, no, go back to it. Go back to it. Go back to it. No, go back to it. Go back to it. I want to point out something very specific. Not the same fight, but regardless, scroll up. What does that say? What is it titled, Ness?
Showtime Championship Boxing, Herd Molina.
No. Where do you see Showtime at?
SCB.
SCB. If it was Showtime, if this was like you said, how it would have popped up, do you have a Showtime account? Bro, they spelling they shit out. They not finna short themselves.
But it still has their logo on all the fights. See? Showbox, Showtime up there.
They can't take that away? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but those are thumbnails, Danny. That's a thumbnail. Look, that's Regis. That's a thumbnail. And it strategically has the thumbnail with the Showtime in the same spot everywhere. Like, I don't know, but I get your hunch. It's not a bad hunch.
I mean, I'm literally agreeing with you. Now you're going against.
No. You're saying that you are agreeing with me. Yes, you are agreeing with me that they're uploading the catalog.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying
we legit don't have any facts to prove that this wasn't there before. I do agree with everything you're saying.
Well, I think it is here.
And I'm saying
under Showtime.
And I'm saying that I think if that was Showtime's doing, they would have had they would have spelt Showtime Championship Boxing out instead of shortening it. But along the Amazon Prime line.
So here's the difference that Danny is saying. You see, if I want to watch this all access, I have to subscribe to Paramount. You see the difference?
And you have to pay.
And I have to pay.
Now go back to show them what was right under the all access. Click on that, or that might be actually, because what I'm saying, that shit got it spelled out. They're letting you know it's Showtime Championship Boxing, but that one's unavailable too, actually.
Yep.
Okay.
And look, this one is subscribed. This is Generation, but this one is subscribing to Paramount.
Yeah, so that's probably just the catalog being uploaded then, just like we was just,
This is Zoo Mendoza, and it's not available. So we'll see what happens. Rumors are swirling because of this. I just wanted to show you this just so you know we're on everything.
Just to talk about.
And this is Amazon Prime application I'm physically showing you on my phone,
Now, Ness.
but transferring it to obviously the live stream so that you can see everything. Yes, sir.
Now, hold on.
No worries. Let me get to some super chats while you get
Amazon
it together.
Prime.
Go ahead.
Just to bring up some relevance. Cute close out of that now. Make us,
Bigger?
Yeah. But just to bring up relevance to Amazon Prime, today, for the first time ever, there is going to be a Black Friday NFL game.
You want to send me that?
Yeah, I'll send you that. There's going to be a Black Friday.
And they're paying $100 million?
And they're paying $100 million for the streaming rights of today's game alone.
One game.
Now, they currently pay $1 billion a season for Thursday Night Football, which is also one game a week. They don't do it every week, so I don't know. I think maybe 14 or 12 or something. Yeah, I think it's like 14 Thursday Night Football games they get. Paying $1 billion for that, but this will be not just the first ever NFL Black Friday game, but they will incorporate QR codes onto the screen to help people with their Black Friday shopping, Ness. So obviously very direct to consumer there. And it's going to be interesting. The game starts at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Dolphins-Jets, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I'll be tuned in, seeing what Amazon Prime has. And just to go even more into Amazon Prime and combat sports, Ness, somebody has sent me.
You haven't sent it to me yet?
I did. I sent it to the Boxing Boys, brother.
You DM'd it?
Yes. I didn't know how else to.
No, that's cool.
So this is it right here. But yeah, anybody.
Everyone's excited about Amazon. I hope that it works out for us the way that you guys believe, man.
Stay right there. Don't even go anywhere in your DM, that is, because I just sent you something more to go with in Amazon Prime and Combat Sports. It seems like Bellator's catalog is being uploaded to Amazon as well.
I mean, big deal. Not big deal. Not big deal. I'm just being a hater and a DAZN campaigner. I want them to go to DAZN. DAZN just got PFL. They're doing a new stream of PFL today or this week or some shit. They're buying shit too.
No, for sure. I hear you, but at the end of the day, we wanted PBC to go to DAZN.
I do.
So I'm just going with what we got. Amazon could be a good thing. It could bring viewers and eyeballs that maybe DAZN hasn't been able to bring in. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this was on Twitter, and the reaction on Twitter is that this proves absolutely nothing, and that is that the catalog is on Amazon. The reaction on Twitter, as you can see, proves nothing. Look, someone said Friday morning show. Finally getting to watch replay we paid for. That's fucking right.
About fucking time, PBC.
So, look, wow, they got shit done. Well, I'll be damned. We not sure, Look at this guy. Let's go! They think it's going down for real. They think it's PBC on Amazon. I just hope it brings more eyeballs because, guys like you are like, 200 million homes, and I hope. Second time, $2.
I think once the deal comes out, we'll be able to see how important it was for Amazon, right?
I just hope I ain't got to pay more. Right now, I just signed into my shit, and whatever's available to me is available to me. I'm not trying to pay more. We got second time, $2. Says another show that Danny is draining at times. Modern King Boxing, $2. Speak emoji. Cut it out. Spencer ain't no Floyd. What are we talking about there? You know what he's talking about there?
I mean, I think he meant Spence.
I know, of course. But what do
Yeah.
you mean ain't Floyd? Did we even compare them at all
Oh,
today?
a caller brought up the sparring with them two insane. I think it was Jay Indictment that was bringing up how he messed Floyd up and allegedly had Floyd run out the gym mad. Is what Jay said.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pat's Nation $5 says weight issues is no excuse. Fighters choose their weight class to fight in. Can't make the weight move up. No excuses. Stop being a weight bully. Then we got Mad Bent Cien $2 says DDT. Andrade gonna have a monster sandwich Saturday.
It is a sandwich emoji.
All right.
With the grinning, beaming face with smiling eyes. Okay.
Goofy ass ant. Welcome to the champ level.
What you mean? Yours says Goofy over there?
Goofy ass ant is what mine says. Bro.
Mine says Anthony S.
Bro, I'm not making shit up. Goofy
That's
ass.
crazy.
Goofy ass.
And look,
ant.
mine says, I'm going to screen share mine. Mine says Anthony S. Right there.
Okay.
That's strange. He might have changed it and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna. Let me
minute.
refresh it. I'm refreshing my
Me
shit.
too. Let me see what happens when I refresh.
Yeah, it still says Goofy.
No, mine says Goofy. You're
Yeah.
right. He changed it from Anthony to Goofy ass Ant. Okay, you want to be known as Goofy ass Ant? We got you, player. We going out to Big Gucci Nick. Big Gucci Nick on the check in. Big Gucci, Big Gucci. All right. We are going to.
Yo.
There
My
you
bad.
go. There you
What
go.
up? What up? What up?
What up? What up? Shout out TBV. Everybody smash that like and subscribe, man. Best podcast on the planet. Shout out to Ness, Ringwalk Danny. Yeah, man. Love the topic, man. I definitely want to see that rematch, man. If Spence could do better, I definitely want to see that rematch. Um, I don't know if the weight drain was an issue. He's been making that weight without going at fucking gram over, bro. He's been making that weight dead on for years, bro. I
Never
don't
had to
think
take off his underwear.
he had to take off his underwear last fight, you're saying?
Never. I don't remember him ever having to do that.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's making that weight. He's bodying that weight, man, making it easy. He's got a good conditioning coach. Um, So I don't think the weight drain was an issue, man. But like before the fight, he did seem a little bit off. I ain't trying to come up with no excuses. But he did look a little bit off. His eyes look kind of like pink and shit. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. But if he can get right and give us like a better performance, um, man, he's back in the game. He doesn't necessarily have to win it. But let's say he knocked Bud down and fights a competitive fight and still loses. I mean, I feel like he's still in the game. I still want to see him fight everybody. Um, but yeah, man, that fight, it's got a date and all that already.
Hell no.
Nah, alright. Yo, I wanted to ask one more thing too, bro. I've been hearing everywhere. I've been seeing like interviews and shit. Andrade's like, and new 3 divisional. What the fuck they talking about, bro? This ain't for no belt, right?
David Benavidez is the interim champ.
Oh yeah, that ain't a belt though. I mean,
He got 3 belts up there. Whenever he fucking go up to the podium.
It is a belt. Technically, if Canelo vacates today, David is the champ. Literally, if Canelo
yeah,
vacates, then then Benavidez will be defending the full WBC belt on Saturday.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's with a lot of sanctioning bodies. Their interim or whatever they got, their regular gets elevated. But for Saturday, he ain't gonna be no 3 divisional world champ or anything like that, bro. He ain't gonna be a world champ or nothing like that. This ain't for like a real title, you know what I mean? like put
I
you in
mean,
the
that's the
history
thing.
books.
That's the
I
thing.
mean, it's an interim.
It is an interim title, and in a certain argument, interim is better than the regular. Regular is only exists in one sanctioning body. Interim exists in every sanctioning body. Like literally,
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
literally
Yeah,
Boots was the interim, and now he's full champion because of being interim. Like the regular, that don't happen.
I mean, shit,
Sometimes the regular.
Even Devin was the interim, and then when Vasil requested franchise, he was elevated to full world champion.
Like the regular, you know, they don't elevate the regular to super.
yeah, but I look at the interim as like a #1 contender, man. I don't rank that at all, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, man, that's my call. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
All
Keep
right.
out the go work, and I keep listening. I'll catch y'all though.
All
I
right.
get. What, I mean,
I get what he's saying
yeah.
too, but to each his own, right? Because the issue is like, I mean, you got Tank being a what, a 4 division champ or a 4 times champ because of the regular belt. I've changed my opinion on it a long time ago because it's like, who the fuck am I? And I think I did that with Chris Colbert. Who am I? Who am I to say that ain't no belt when they out here calling it a belt? The announcers calling it a belt. The announcers.
The network.
The network. The fucking commission. Like, am I going to make enemies with every fighter that got an interim and a regular because I'm trying to stand on some bullshit that no one else is standing on? I don't fucking know,
And
man.
quite frankly, that we just don't have control over. You get what I'm saying?
They handing them shits out, man. They handing them out, and these dudes is fighting for them, so they doing the same thing a champion got to do. It started with Thurman, you know? You doing everything the champion got to do, and then you don't get to fight the champ, and they elevate you. It's like, nah, we can't let you fuck up the business of this. So we going to create this belt so that you don't fuck up the business. Bro, my man even deleted his message now. Goofy ass ain't living up to the name.
What happened?
Bro, he deleted his message now.
What was his
retracted it. Whatever the fuck he said whenever we said it, it's retracted now. But anyway.
He didn't say nothing. He just became a champ.
Bro, it said retracted. I refreshed, now it's gone. We was going to somewhere important. It's going to come to me in 5, 4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
It ain't come yet. Hold up. It was something. Q and North. $10 super chat. He says, this why everybody should just have a, did he mean, tourney. Okay, I was about to say, did he mean journey? Tourney yearly. You will always have the best fights happen. Bigger bag, the higher you place. You won't have to hang around at a weight just for a big fight bag. The issue,
shit, PFL does that.
The issue with that is that we've seen that before. Like, bro, Lucian Bute and Jose Ramirez, prime examples. Like, my generation and your generation. Like, Bute was a draw. He didn't need to go get in no Super 6 with Frach and Ward and Kessler. He was selling out. Quebec, I think, or Montreal, or one of them two. He was a darling out there, bro. Then he was a white dude who could box. Like, he was Keller Plant before Keller Plant, except Keller Plant is Americanized and knows English like that. Like, Bute he always had that accent, and he was really from out there. But what I mean, he was Keller Plant is he was pretty slick, bro. He was pretty, like, he was slick with it. The way he fought, like, I'm going to actually pull it up. I doubt they going to flag us because he's so old.
Talking about that doubt. I mean, shit, if it's Showtime, you know, they'll be all right.
Right? HBO too, though.
They done in the mind. You feel me?
Bro, let me see. Could I even remember Lucien?
Yeah, Lucian.
It's like French. Lucien Bute.
Bute.
Bro, this the fight he lost, the Lombardo-Andrade fight. That referee should be banned, bro. It's sad that he's still out here refereeing. Bro, this dude, listen to this. This how dope Al is, bro. Like, we could say what we want, But this dude right here, and I'm gonna try and interview him so he could tell you the story himself. This dude right here. Okay. Look. That's Butte. Damn. That's Andrade. He loses this fight. He won this fight, bro. He knocked my man out. The ref picks a fight with him. I'm going to try and find this shit. The ref picks a fight with the dude. Okay, look.
Or something.
Oh, no, that looked like Lombardo got dropped. It might be too late for him. That's another drop. Another drop. So where is it, fucker? The point is, bro, the ref picks a fight with him and, you know, they rob him of that knockdown. Oh, this the rematch. This ain't the right one. Fuck. But anyway, the point is, they rob him of that knockdown. He loses that fight. But, bro, after that fight, he's still working with Al to this day.
Oh, okay. I know who he is. Like, I ain't know he fought though.
He's like fighter relations. He helps everybody make sure you.
I know who
like he's behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, I've seen him at the fights for sure.
Crazy, bro. And there's a lot of stories like that. Like so and so got robbed and Al did something for them, or somebody's father died
and now paid the funeral,
or gave you more than funeral money to chillax. You feel me? Peter Quillen. Them stories is out there, man. It's crazy.
Damn, he gave him chilling money.
Word.
Take your time,
I mean, look,
champ.
for people, they ain't gonna look at it like that. They gonna look at it like, bro, he made you avoid Kurabov. You vacated your belt. But, you know, I believe it was his grandfather or his father that passed at the time. His wife just had a kid. And anybody that followed Peter Quillen's career know, man, he was like 1 foot in church, 1 foot in the street. So it was like, he just needed that. If you realize that moment in his career changed his career. I'm pretty sure after that, right, he lost to, you know, like he took that time off and then came back and lost to Jacobs in the big New York City fight.
Bro, you know what's crazy? That's the first Quillen fight I watched live. Like, up to that point, everything else I had seen of Pete was, like, on replay. Like, I had just became a hardcore around that time.
Now, I probably watched everything he did in the Barclays because, I don't think I missed a fight at the Barclays. All of them shits was big damn
Till
near.
what year?
Till they stopped being big. Till probably they got rid of Lou. Once they got rid of Lou, the fights, I don't want to say they wasn't as big, but, you know, Lou is New York. Like, you know what I mean? They lost that ground zero promotion. You feel me? He could match dudes with New York locals to have that Barclays Center right. That shit used to be lit, man. Movie too, man. But it ain't like Atlanta, I swear. Nothing was like that Tank fight, bro.
Yo, you know, it's funny. I went to the
I've
Tank
been to
fight.
mad fights.
I went to the Tank Rolly fight at Barclays. That's the only fight I've been to at
Okay.
Barclays.
How was that?
Bro, a movie. And everybody,
I think it's Tank.
Everybody told me, bro, this is a first for the Barclays.
I'm
like,
telling you, I
fights,
think it's Tank.
They was like, this ain't your normal, typical fight at the Barclays. Like, this shit is...
No, and didn't that sell out? Because before that, I think Danny and Thurman or Danny and Judah held the record. And I think Tank broke the record. But, like,
No,
I'm telling you, I've been to Tank fights.
Tank broke the record at Barclays for boxing, and it was like the 5th highest gate ever.
I've been to Tank fights. And y'all don't believe me, but I'm going to be a guru when it happened. The Tank and Devin fight is going to be...
Black Hollywood.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you. I want to see those two crowds mix. It's like East Coast players, West Coast players, Same thing with the ladies. You know, well, the ladies are more like from everywhere when it comes to Tank.
sure.
I ain't gonna front.
For sure.
And you know, obviously with Devin, he brings them out. But I mean, I feel like Tank brings out women from everywhere. Like, there was nothing like those two fights. I mean, obviously he got to go to the third one. So I went to Barrios, Cruz. I went to Barrios alone. We went to Cruz together, and then you went to Rolly alone.
We ain't
You
go
didn't
to-
go with you ain't
we
come with me to Devon's, right?
We ain't go to Cruz together.
He wasn't there?
He flew PJ. I drove.
I mean, you was there though,
bro. On Mom's.
It's not my fault. You was
Because
there.
the Devin fight was the day before, right? So I'm like, hey, bro, you going? And he kept telling me, like, oh, I don't know. And then he was like, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm like, yo, if you need a ride, you know, I got you, bro. I'm making a drive. He ride. Well,
I ain't even. Don't say it like that.
He say, man, I'm on a private jet.
Don't say it like that.
Ooh, my bad.
He saucing up the story. First of all,
Shout out my boy Vic Green, made that ride with me.
Shout out Vic in Ohio. I did not know I was gonna get gifted a private jet flight from one fight to the next. So that was gifted.
And wasn't that like wasn't it like you? And wasn't like Montana Love on that flight,
yeah.
and Serafina was on that flight.
Yeah,
it was like,
bro,
Sean Porter, maybe.
Yeah, Sean too. It was dope. That was like an amazing moment for me because it's like I got to be on the private jet and airport that they use, and then it's like I see Sean whipping up in his shit, and everybody getting valet. It's a dope little airport. That's pretty dope. That's a nice little life to have.
Shout out to JSX.
Nice little life to have if you can afford
Fun fact, it was cheaper to buy a JSX flight last week from LA to Vegas than it was to buy a commercial flight because of Formula One.
There you go. That might be the reason. And that's how I went. I went from Vegas, from the Devin Haney, Jojo Diaz fight Saturday night, and then I went to LA for the Tank Cruz fight. So, I had those opportunities and I went to the Benavidez Haney, so I had those opportunities to see those two crowds. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen, but I wasn't never a video dude. Like, I was never a dude that, like, went to rap videos or hung out in that rap life. So maybe it's easier to see that many Lamborghinis, that many different colors. But, like, until I went to them Devin and Tank fights, I ain't never seen that many Lamborghinis, different colors in one place. That Atlanta fight was bananas. And Devin's Jojo Diaz fight, it was ridiculous the amount of exotic cars and women that they had. I'm telling you, it was. That's why I really want that fight just to see the crowd. Hopefully, it ain't no fights. I'm telling you, like Tank had Dr. J at his fight. It was crazy. He had this red carpet area in Atlanta, bro, that I had to ask Tyler like a million times, like, bro, who's that? Because it would be dudes coming through with like
big ass chains,
bro,
and shit.
bigger than my mixer, bro. It's like shit on their chest. I'm like, bro, who's that? He's like, oh no, that's blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck is that? You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember anybody who you didn't know before that day that you asked him like, yo, who's that? And he told you?
Nah, bro. I still don't remember. So I'm telling you, I was impressed with them dudes and women, outfits, jewelry. Like, it is a fashion show in a Tank fight, in a Devin fight. It's not a regular fight. I'm telling y'all. But moving back on, we're going to get to some callers here. We got Ron Boy Fresh. What up?
Yo, what up, Mo?
What's up? What's up?
What's good with y'all, man? Happy holiday, man.
Likewise.
Man, we still talking about this. We still talking about this Earl and Bud shit, man. I mean, it was only 3 bets I made. I bet the house on it. It was Bud by stoppage, Bud in a ninth, or Bud in a 10th. Bud was never going the distance with a drunk. And I've been consistent with that. So we don't even need to talk about that. Let's cook up these parlays, man. Y'all want to get you some money?
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and go with Michelle Rivera. That goes the distance. Cameron Diaz, Chantel Cameron, that goes the distance.
Cameron Diaz.
Andrade, Yeah, I said Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Chantel Cameron, that goes the distance. We go with who else we say? We going with Lamont going the distance, Lamont Roach and Hector going the distance. And Andrade and motherfucking Benavidez going the distance. That's gonna give you a plus 728. Get you some money. Now, you want to do the plus 3,000? Andrade by decision, Cameron by decision, Lamont by decision, and Sabril by knockout. That's it. That's how you get you some money, man. But it's gonna be a good card. I'm sort of upset. About the I'm with you, Ness. That Amazon shit is like the third motherfucking option for me for them battles, man. That shit should have been DAZN. And I brought up Turner Sports. My two joints was either TNT or motherfucking DAZN. All that other shit I ain't interested in, man. I'm gonna be quite frank. It's just another island to me. You know what I'm saying? So everybody excited about Amazon. I don't know how excited that shit is. I don't know. I don't get it. But that DAZN shit is where it's at, man.
It is another island,
but that's
and it's just going to be
just
another
argument.
PBC fighters and PBC
Yeah,
fanboys, they gonna
exactly.
be like, yo, we in 200 million homes. Tell them to come over here,
man. Yeah, see, that's the shit I don't get. I don't get a percentage of that. These motherfuckers act like they get shit. They get a shareholders. They get some type of shareholders percentage. Man, I don't get no money off that bad man shit. But anyway,
I ain't getting no percentage. I ain't getting no percentage, but I do want the sport to grow, and if it can be exposed to, a paying audience,
I think Turner Sports. No. So so why don't they just go to TNT? I said TNT. Why can't they go to Turner Sports? That's the best option.
I mean,
so I don't think it's going to grow as much.
Turner Sports willing to pay the money that Amazon?
I was just. Turner Sports was getting all types of deals. They was getting all types of stuff out there. So I don't know what they were on the table to. We don't know. But
that's the question. I'm just saying, like I know that they willing to pay. I've seen everything that they paying for, but you gotta want it, bro. And if they only want NBA,
well, they not doing. They already got NBA. They ain't worried about NBA. But like I said, I think I don't think the sport will grow with Amazon. So it is what it is going to be. It's going to be the same. So that's the way I feel about it, Mo. All right, I'm out.
Thank you, brother, for calling it. Damn, he said he don't think it'll grow with Amazon. Aren't you saying? Aren't they reporting that football's doing better numbers on Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's still the possibility, but again, that's a different sport, bro. We can't compare us to them. They are loved and adored.
But
we're like a raggedy, I mean, raggedy dog in the corner.
I mean, we still a sport that's existed for, over 100 years. NFL been around just as long. Boxing probably been around longer, but Thursday Night Football has been a thing, right? You tracking? It's been a thing. And now that it's on Amazon, it's doing the best viewership it's ever done. And this is coming from a guy that thinks very low of Thursday Night Football matchups. I think they're typically pretty trash. But yeah. Phone lines are open, though. Going out to the next caller.
Fats, what up?
Yo.
What's good?
What's good? What's this, like the new wave in boxing, yo? Like this some new slick shit. Let's make up new excuses when we lose and shit. Like it's like happening in July, man. What they saying now? The weight wasn't the issue. So what was it then? Just say what it was. He ain't on that man level. Like,
well, he said that Crawford was had the better game plan that night.
Crawford
ain't
and
no
the
better
coach.
game plan. He had the better skit. Who said that?
Derek James.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't expect Derek James to say that Bud is better, but we know what it is.
And Bomac, he made sure to say that his trainer too. So you get what I'm saying?
I feel like he's giving credit. The only thing I got an issue with, he's saying that it wasn't the weight, but he says that in the next fight he won't be weight drained and he won't be what he called it.
Well, he didn't say weight drain. He said like
That's what I'm saying though. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like bro, like You know what I'm saying? Like you lost. Just give it up. Just say he was a better fighter, bro. Like even if you want to say he's a better fighter that night, that's fine. All
Now,
that game plan
now,
shit.
now, one thing I will say, we read this from an article, and always the bad thing about articles is that you don't A, get the tone, and B, you usually don't get the lead up. So this starts off with his response. What was he responding to? What was he asked? You get what I'm saying? So we just have to keep that in
Right.
consideration.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean, I'm tired of hearing excuses, man. Like what they were saying, the neurological nerves and shit. Sometimes he can feel his hands, sometimes he
Bro,
can't.
that YouTube
Yeah,
channel went viral off that shit. We still
yeah,
waiting for
man.
Dr. 805 to reveal himself.
Yeah, man. They talking about he was high before the fight. That was my favorite one right there. He was high before the fight.
Shout out to
Like,
Hardin.
come on. Like, yeah, man. Like, come on, bro. Like you could tell when a nigga got that nervous look on his face. There wasn't no high. He knew what was in front of him. There wasn't no high. He knew what was coming to him. Man. Even his fans, they like, well, I think if he go up to 154, it might be a little better. They don't even believe that this shit gonna be close, man. They know he don't got a chance in hell of beating Bud, bro. It ain't no weight drain. It ain't no better game plan. He just better. Like he just better. Even his fans, they know he not gonna win that fight. They just hoping he win a round or two. Like this is sad, bro. Like all these
A round
excuses.
or two, you terrible.
Yeah, for real. That's for real. When you hear him call, listen how they talk. They say, "I just want him to do a little better." They know ain't no chance in hell he beating no Bud Crawford. They don't even want to see it again. Honestly, they really don't even want to see it again. But I'm just tired of excuses.
You
He
may
lost.
feel like it's your
It is what
time,
it is.
but it's not your time.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Let's see who we got next on the phone lines.
All right. Before we go to the phone lines, this is what I keep forgetting to do. I just got distracted again, man. What was I trying to do here? Fucking hell. It was... Got a couple super chats.
What was it, Chan?
Matt Bent, 100. Second daily dose of Tanquil. Charlo leaves Jr. with no leg to stand on.
Y'all terrible.
James Benitez, $2. If Atlanta secures Tank versus Devin, leave
wives at home.
I don't think they'll do that, though. That's the bad part about this sport. That where the fights deserve to be, they lose it to the highest bidder.
Well, he said that in the pre-pro, too, and I'm like, bro, state taxes alone, like...
What, in Atlanta's high?
I mean, Vegas is no state tax. Georgia has state tax, so... I don't even think it's that
Ain't no
high.
state tax in Florida, though, right?
No, Florida's no
and
state
Texas.
Tax. Yeah, and Texas.
And Vegas.
And Vegas.
That's the whack part.
See, the thing...
we need this shit. Word is born, though. I get the whole Vegas thing. There's more to do before the fight.
Well, look, I was even going to tell you.
But in Atlanta, it was crazy, bro. Every bar had a tank fight. Like a tank fight party. It was like a pre-tank party, post-tank party, during the fight party, brunch, breakfast. Like, yo, the city was activated for that tank fight. And it was versus Barrios. Like, I love Barrios. You know, shout out to his dad, Martin. I know them before they even got with Virgil and Al. I've been Barrios. Check the fucking archives on my YouTube. I've been Barrios. But come on.
No, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, imagine. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Just imagine those two. Forget the fight. The fight's going to be what it's going to be.
See, you thinking of the experience.
It's going to be whatever Mosley Mayweather should have been, that's what this is going to be. Not in the ring, outside.
The atmosphere, the experience.
Yes.
Look, I mean, that was truly before my time, but I can say that I don't believe Mosley was like this big draw in the sense of, you know, having like a lot of celebrities.
Didn't he
and,
beat Oscar twice though? Like
no,
how you don't?
No. I'm saying like with the crossover draw in terms of having like a link to all these celebrities, whether it be athletes or rap musicians or you know whatever that because that's the case with these gentlemen.
Yeah,
right
they got basketball players and rappers that rock out.
What'd you forget? All right.
Bruh.
Barrios versus Boots. Make it happen. Yeah, motherfucker saying y'all said it was because of Ryan, remember? I mean, Nestor isn't talking about the pay-per-view sales. He's not even talking about the business of the fight. He's literally talking about the atmosphere that was
As
felt.
a fan.
That was felt because of the fight. You get what I'm saying? Because of that fight.
I think Tank brought out Tyrone Woodley. I mean, it was so many people, bro. It was so many people.
You went to the Gamboa one too, right?
Gamboa Tank, where'd that happen?
Atlanta. Didn't you say you went to 2 Atlanta fights or only went to 1?
I don't know. I know. No. I don't think I went to the Gamboa one. But I did even go to the presser for the Barrios one. I went to the announcement presser.
You was in Florida at the time already or not?
I don't remember, but I knew I went. I know for a fact because I remember interviewing Ellaby for mad long. And I remember that I gave Barrios credit. He had that vest, and he made that himself. That little rock and roll looking jean vest. He made that himself. Yeah, man. But they making us wait forever, bro. That shit should have been happening. Look, Devin is not even in that division anymore. Oh, damn. Yeah, yo. See, I be forgetting. Hold on. Now I finally remember all this time what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to do this shit for at least 20 minutes. Come on.
Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines. Better place your bet. The #1 call. Fought my way up the ranks. Border Wars fighter going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular. My boxing bars are marvelous like Hagler. Worldwide, peace to all my boxing brothers. We boxing boys, forget all the others.
Yo. Let's go. What's up, Ness? What up, Danny?
What up, my boy?
What's up, my boxing brothers, man? You better check box.
Yo.
I ain't heard that in a long time, Ness. Yo.
Hold on. Yeah. Art, hold the fuck up.
No, that's
Joe.
You got somebody check maybe Twitter?
Oh, yeah, yo. We gonna have to come back. Go ahead,
All
Joe.
right, Ringwalk.
Go ahead, Joe. My
Danny, what up,
apologies.
Ness?
Come on.
You good?
Oh, go ahead, champ. Go ahead.
Play it again, shit. Nah. Checkbox red.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers, man? It's been a while, man. Y'all keep rocking, man. Doing pound for pound work, man. Yo, first things first, man. Shout out to the boxing guys, man, for blessing us with with the best year of boxing, man. Best year of boxing. Right. Yo, let me make my quick picks, man. Put me down for Andrade. It's crazy he just now having his coming out party, and all the guys from his amateur class like Thurman, Daniel Jacobs, Porter, Gary Russell.
Retired.
They all got their big sign on the stage though, man. Just think about it. They all got their big sign on the stage, but him, man. And he from that amateur class. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you how long he been waiting for this, man.
Damn,
I'm hoping he wins.
Yeah, it's so long. I thought you was talking about retirement.
He might be too old, though. He been waiting too long, maybe.
No.
If everybody in his class retired.
Man. Right? That just shows you, man.
I mean,
he just now coming out on the big stage. Man. But I think if Andrade keeps the fight on the inside, he could smother Benavidez' work like Ward did Kovalev in the second fight. But if he stays on the outside,
he can lose because of Benavidez' value, man. Benavidez is a good fighter, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised if he does win, man. But I'm rooting for Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a long time coming for that brother, man. Put me down for Charlo. He should win. If he don't, man, that's all bad for the Charlos this year, man. Put me down for Sabrio Matias, the unsung dude, the black horse of the division, which everybody be sleeping on. I think that at the end of the day, man, he might be the one. You know what I'm saying? In that weight class, man. Put me down for Rocha, Rivera, and I think that's it, man. For the best boxing news, breakdown, and previews, make sure you subscribe to TBV. Always doing pound for pound work. Let's go, champs. I'm excited for this weekend, man. Shout out to the boxing guys once again. All the callers, everybody in the chat. This is where it's at. Peace, my brothers.
Appreciate the call,
Appreciate you, Joe. Where the fuck Yayo go?
Appreciate you.
Damn, you done got rid of Yayo for good.
Damn.
Al in the Bay, what do you say?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What up with it?
What up?
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody who had a good Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, man. I don't know why people keep saying Earl was drained. Earl never said he was drained. You know, so it's like people want to make excuses for him, but he don't make for himself. You know, so I don't understand that. Um, yeah, I think what I said the other day, um, about David being the Mexican boxing, champ for all the Mexicans. I still stand on that. I think because of Canelo and how big Canelo is, I think that kind of overshadowed him. It seemed like he admitted it just a little bit, but he didn't want to fully admit it, So, but he do have a Mexican style of fighting, so you know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, man. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a good fight. I don't know if Charlo's gonna win. I don't know what his head is, and you know, if he lose, what do you think he goes from there? And that's my question. I'm gonna end with that. If he lose, where do you think Charlo goes from there?
Oh, it's over, man. If he lose to Jose, he probably ain't gonna be able to make another comeback. Like, this is your comeback, and it's not a hard comeback. Like, if you lose to this guy, then it just means you not coming back.
Yeah, but he's been off for what, about 2-3 years
Yeah,
now?
and
It's
that's
gonna be hard to be a comeback off of that.
But which is why they gave him the soft touch, respectively, that they did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you find this on paper to be one of his tougher fights or one of his softer touches since he's been champ?
Yeah, I would say is one of his soft touches for him competitively.
On this level at least. So, and that's not to take away or diminish anything from Jose, but we got to call an apple and an orange an orange.
Yeah, but for 3 years, I think you need like at least 2 fights to know if a guy is back. That one fight back. Because he gonna need about 5 rounds just to get his head straight. To get back into, oh yeah, I'm really fighting. Them first 5 rounds is gonna be tough because it's like if you haven't really been boxing and you just been out there chilling, but in the gym, that's the difference between in a fight. So, It's gonna be hard. And it's what, a 10-round fight?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one. But I hope he wins though. I hope he wins. It's just gonna be tough for him. I feel like to pull it off. I feel like he's not gonna win by knockout. I think he's gonna win by decision, if any. But he's gonna have to come back. You know. So yeah, that's my call.
Champ, appreciate you.
Word.
You the man.
Up next.
Who we got next? Third.
Baby Joker. Which is average boxing fan.
What it do?
Yo, C-Dub.
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
That's what's up. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Man, we here, man. Mexican Monster versus the Boogeyman Andrade. And we just need to go down memory lane, man. We need to take a trip, man, because I think people just don't understand how many times this man was ducked, man. Just blatantly ducked. We know Canelo ducked. Everybody know about the Canelo saying that he wanted to be undisputed at 160, while Andrade had a belt. So I don't know if Ness and Danny knew that Canelo was lying, but I knew he was lying once he said it. Like once he said, "I want to be undisputed at 160," I said, "Andrade got a belt." Well, he must be lying. It just sounds good. It sounds real good, but it's not happening. So the story that he had with Oscar and all that, I knew it was coming. So then when everybody said that they don't need to sit around and wait on Canelo, they need to do their own thing. This is what Andrade been doing. Andrade left, was a champion at 154, came to 160, was a champion at 160, had mandatories at 160, did that, came to 168. This is what he doing. That's why he deserves it. That's why he's the boogeyman. When we say Munguia didn't duck this guy, like when they call in and say real Mexican, like I don't know what I really, man, this is the most stupid shit I ever heard. Like the real Mexican thing. When David, he don't want answering he don't want answering all the calls. He the real warrior to me. I don't give a fuck about where you born and you real Mexican and you Munguia and you done duck for years. You take that real shit off your name. You fake as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like take that real shit off. I don't care. Like I don't care where you're born. It's about what you doing. So you want to call Dave not a real Mexican if you want to. He the one answering all the calls. So he deserved to fight. Real Mexican, whatever you want to say, man. Let's see who's Canelo gonna fight the winner. I can't wait. I really can't wait, man. This is a fight that both need. David and Andrade. Boxing, it's a mega fight for the hardcores. Mega implications. We all know what this means. What this means for Andrade. And I'm gonna say the same thing I said to Ness when he didn't believe in Inoue. See, people think you could be a hardcore and not know it all. He still didn't believe in Inoue. So I'm gonna say the same thing. When Inoue fought Fortune, if Inoue got a real good loss, do you still give him the respect because he's chasing greatness? This man Andrade chasing greatness. This is third division. You know what I'm saying? Biggie man shit.
Canelo
when he, you know what I'm saying? When he was with the zone, he couldn't get it. Come over to PBC, man. Make your dreams come
You
true,
may
man.
feel like it's your time.
Shout out
But
the
it's not
year,
your
the
time.
best year of boxing. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
Let's go, champ. Appreciate your call.
Alrighty then.
Who next?
Who is next? Next, we have Tony R. Welcome to the champ level. Don't forget we got a betting show this morning. Tony, usually we do our betting show at 10:45 a.m. I might be alone because Danny got to go to the press conference or something like that. Weigh-in is at 11. So,
Bo.
what up?
You're hilarious.
Yeah, I know Danny's probably saying that because I said I want to go with him, but I did forget we got that betting show
I
on a big
I
weekend.
had told you about it though when you told me that. And what'd you say back?
I said if all goes well, we'll be doing the betting show earlier, which we're still on track for that, except
You
we got
actually never
callers
responded.
and I got a guest, hopefully.
Yo,
Baby
you hear me?
Joker
We hear you.
How you guys doing today?
Sensational.
stuff.
God damn, man. Crip Mac just came on before me,
Who's that?
banging his shit again.
Yeah.
C-Dub, that's Crip Mac. He be on that 55th Street every goddamn day, bro. Yo, for this weekend, I'm taking the Dominican Monster over Dudu Andrade. I think his last fight
That shit
is gonna
sounds
help him.
great. That name, I love it. I
Dominican
hope he
Monster,
rocks
bro.
with us.
Yeah, but I feel like his last fight was more in preparation to take on a Dudu. Caleb Plant. Maybe not the same style of boxers, but I mean they're both still runners and track stars. You know what I'm saying? Uh, fucking I got Lipinets over. Is it Michael Rivera or Michelle Rivera? What's the
Michel,
correct way? Michelle.
Michel,
Okay, okay.
Michel.
Yeah, I got Lipinets on that. And then
Wow.
I got the other dude, bro. I don't know. I think he's rough. He's sturdy. He's a sturdy motherfucker, bro. I don't know too much on Rivera.
Mm.
And on the Ergashev one, I was gonna take the upset, but that retirement shit, bro. Yeah, that
That
I don't know
scared
all
you?
about that.
It ain't sitting
Yeah,
well with you.
yeah, but Crip Mac, you gotta chill out, bro. You're the same dude that wants to see Manny Pacquiao fight Tank Davis and pay $200 for that pay per view. Fucking wild as fuck. You're the
Mm.
same dude that picked Errol Spence to beat the shit out of fucking Terrence Bud Crawford. Wild as fuck.
Mm.
You're the same dude that picked Wilder to beat Tyson Fury, bro. Chill out. Pulling your fucking hardcore dub card away today. He's throwing shots at me because of that real Mexican shit. I'm just saying he's not Mexican, bro. That's it. He's his real nickname is Del Bandera Roja, correct?
Yeah, he
Everybody
just.
just picked it up because the Mike Tyson gave it to him, but
I
I
mean,
don't
but
give a
who's
fuck what
not
Mike
gonna
Tyson said.
take
Bro,
it
I'm not
though?
gonna lie though.
Come on.
A legend giving you a
I
nickname
know
is better than a
he's hating.
self-given
He's
nickname.
hating because Tyson never gave Canelo a nickname,
Hey, that's Canelo's nickname though. It is Canelo.
but he never got a nickname.
We don't need it, bro. The greats don't need a legend to give them the fucking nicknames. They make their own goddamn nicknames.
Shit.
See, for real.
Bro, you know you feel some type of way that Floyd 3 years ago said Canelo's ducking Benavidez is in the intro. And then fucking Stephen A. Smith 2 years ago. Benavidez, I like
I
to
don't call
see
nothing ducking
Canelo with a
until this
guy
motherfucker
like
retires and
that.
we
Come
don't get
on,
that
bro.
fight.
Them big names been telling the public that Canelo don't want to fight Benavidez for a while. That
Yeah,
Mexican
but he
monster
didn't want to
name is
fight Lara
earned.
either. He didn't want to fight Triple G either, bro. Like,
Yo, but the name is
he
earned.
never wants to fight anyone.
I'm just saying the name is earned. That's all. He earned it.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
may
giving him
feel
that
like it's
name.
your
I'm
time,
calling him El Bandera Roja. I'm
but
not
it's
saying
not
he's
your
a bad
time.
fighter. He's dope. He's just not the Mexican monster to me, bro.
I mean, that's why he don't call himself that.
Who? I think he does now, bro. I think he got it
Oh,
on
I
his
thought no,
shorts, don't he?
I thought he was talking about Canelo.
Oh, I was about to say.
Saying he a dope fighter.
I thought old boy had it on his shorts. Brandon.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello. What up, TBV? The Boxing Voice, the greatest podcast in the world. So I just want to chime in a little bit on Spence fight or the excuses that keep coming from Spence. The excuses got to stop. The excuses got to stop. It was a fight that he just wasn't prepared for. His trainer James wasn't preparing for him correctly. Therefore, he lost the fight, and that's the end of it. And now they want a rematch, and the rematch will be cool. We want to see it, and it'll be good, and we'll be happy when we see it, and like that'll be cool. Like that's not a big deal. And so we won't see the excuses, or he was weight drained, or he wasn't trained, or he didn't give he was tired, or he was exhausted, or this car accident got him mad, or whatever. Because there were so many excuses. Because Crawford just outmatched him, and we all know that. And it's easy to say that, make excuses for Spence, saying that his car accident affected him, or whatever else that he was going through at the time affected him. But when you're in, like during that time of like the fight happening and like the boxing happening, there needs to be you need to be more like aware. People need to be more aware, like when they're in the fight, when they're actually like swinging and like stuff like that, so that they're aware that they can actually lose. They don't have a guaranteed win for the spot. They need to earn their spot. They don't just automatically get their spot. They need to earn it. And so that's what people are saying. Like there needs to be more work involved in his training before this. If he's trying to really defeat Crawford, there needs to be more work involved because without that work involved, that repetitive training sessions that he needs to do, from Spence, we won't really see like him defeating Crawford at all. There needs to be some sort of difference maker within the process of his training. I would say Derek James most likely should do something different this time around to actually affect this fight, this next one, so that he can actually win it. Because this is like a series, there's like this rematch. We pretty much I would say 90% of people are going to vote for Crawford to win this next one. 90%. I mean, only the Spence fans will say that 10%. I mean, even I was like a Spence fan previously. I changed my mind now. I'm a Crawford fan, but either way, you can't make there's no excuse. There's no excuse. That's my point. And then Benavidez and Andrade. This is gonna be a good fight, and it's like the last Showtime fight. I'm glad they're sending it off with a bang. Like they're sending it off with a bang. Showtime was a great. I mean, it was a great program to watch and to see, and this is a great way to end the program. And then probably the zone will be like next
You may feel like it's your
like
time,
boxing place
but
to
it's
be.
not your time.
Brandon, appreciate you. You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
My man's be calling in here spitting.
Brandon's the real, bro. He even be commenting on the Instagram. He made it to the reels too.
Word?
One of his calls made it to the reels. Jay Billy made it. J Mac made it. You know, guy had them official calls, bruv. Guy had them official ones.
Who we
is
got
next? We got a $5 cash app from Rush. Get the yayo. Y'all, you don't even know where that come from.
No clue.
Bro, look that Cameron song up, bruh. That shit ain't gonna sound old to you. Cameron. But Yayo in Vegas says 5 pesos for the best show. Love you guys. Love you back, champ. Ain't no us without you.
Word.
Appreciate it. Oh shit. We got.
Who we got?
Why so serious?
Let's go. Why so serious?
Wow. No, this is why you don't play intros, Danny. These guys with the ball drop.
You hear me?
Yes.
We hear you.
Well, I'll say this, Ness. No,
Nah,
it's not that.
I know it's Discord, man. You know I'm messing with y'all.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to mess it up for everybody else. That's why I tried to jump out and jump right back in before you came to me. Because I don't know why it do that. But all right. So Ness, if I run over, bill me. But first, today we coming out of Colossians 3:16. Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs of the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's been a great year, thankful year, and we're always appreciative of Ness, all of your hard work, Danny, yours too. I know we don't always see eye to eye, but I respect the work that you do for the community. You keep us going with this boxing shit. So I just want to say thank you to you two for all your hard work. And, cheers to another year of just great boxing talk. And shouts out to all my fathers out there. quick little thing before I get into my call, Ness. You know, I'm a father, and I got a little boy who's about to turn 3, and you know, he got some medical issues, depriving from epilepsy. And growing up, I didn't have a father for real, and I always would say, "Yo, when I get a chance, I'm gonna be there for my kid." But I just never knew it would look like this. So it's tough, but I'm in the trenches fighting. And that's why I always just say respect to all my fathers out there, because I know it's not easy. So just keep being in your child's life and being active in their life. Don't just be there, but be involved. All right. That's right. Um, who was my man who called in and he said that Ugas was supposed to win? Was that Jay Hardcore?
Oh
No,
yeah,
no, no,
no.
no.
That was Jay and Dykeman.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I like him, but he picked up the bottle early this morning, right? So
Whoa, you
Let
called
him.
him a bottle drinker. He said he don't drink,
No,
bro.
but see, and that's why I say y'all call me mean when I make those suggestions. But
You as a whole should not.
But there's reasons. There's indicators there.
Uh-oh, Jonathan. That looks like we got our guest. Yes, it is.
okay, yeah, come back to me.
Champ, what up with you?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Perfect, perfect. How are you, man? We're live with Gabe Rosado, man. Gabe, how are you?
Chilling, bro. I'm in Puerto Rico right now. Just enjoying
Damn,
my time out here.
That's beautiful, man. I love Puerto Rico. What part you in?
I'm in San Juan.
Okay, that's the capital.
Yeah,
Nice, nice,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
How
man.
is everything over there after the hurricanes? Is it like back to
No,
normal?
yeah, it's good. It's back to normal. You know what I mean? It just it was a flood that hit not so long ago, but I mean, everything's back to normal.
Bro, before we get into it, I just want to take a moment to say that I appreciate you so much. I bring you up so much, man. You're like the essence of this sport, you know? I
Yeah.
remember, I tell people all the time, I remember you taking that Alfredo Angulo fight on short notice, still working, I believe, at Home Depot, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And look at you now, living in fucking Puerto Rico, got a gym in fucking California. You one of the, toughest, baddest fighters out here. And you said you was retired, but you looking to come back. You still want that Edgar Berlanga fight, huh?
No, man. It's just one of those fights where I just feel like it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's the old vet versus the young contender, Puerto Rican contender. So it's like it's just one of those things that makes sense, man. And I mean, the thing with it was I was chilling, and Eddie had brought it up to me, Eddie Hearns. You know what I mean? So we're in Mexico. You know, he brought it up. He said like, yo, I think it'd be a big fight in Puerto Rico, and I agreed. Like, yeah, that shit would be a big fight. So
Beautiful.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But the
Wow, there
crazy.
hasn't been a fight out there on this level since Danny Garcia and Mauricio Herrera, which is another Philadelphia fighter. How does that make you feel to be able to bring another big fight with a big network to La Isla?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's the thing, man. I feel like right now you don't really have two Puerto Rican names that can do that in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's just an opportunity where even though I retired, I legit retired, bro. Like I wasn't, you know what I mean, I wasn't in the gym getting ready for nothing. You know what I mean? So but I just like, damn man, this is a fight where I could get up for. You know what I mean? Like I could do this one. So I just feel like it's just one of those things where I've never fought in Puerto Rico. I fought everywhere. I fought in Madison Square Garden, the Barclays Center, MGM, you know what I mean? All around the world, bro. So, but I've never got to fight in Puerto Rico. And I just felt like it was a great opportunity.
What are your thoughts on his rumored January opponent? And is the plan to have that fight not happen and instead go straight into the fight with you? Or are you guys looking to get each a fight before you fight?
Well, you know what I mean? I think I'm getting under his skin. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got nothing personal against him. You know what I mean? But I think I'm getting under his skin and they called me, him and his dad, they FaceTime me like let me see, I think it was yesterday, matter of fact. And yeah, man. So we hopped on the call, man, and he was like, "Yeah, I got it January 13th," and I'm like, bro, ain't nobody care about who, like, you know what I'm saying? If you just fight another no name, no one's gonna care. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Fight like you need a fight like me, where it's gonna bring back that credibility that you once had. You know what I mean? I think he lost a couple. I think he lost some. I mean, some credibility in his last couple performances. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where I'm like, man, why do that when we could just jump into it right now?
What do you have to say to that? Him and his father. Did they agree or?
I honestly, man, you know, I'm more cool with the pop. You know what I'm saying? Like Edgar a different generation, so I can't really like. I really don't know how to read them, honestly. I mean, but the pop are OG, so I don't mean the pop kind of, you know, understand each other on better terms. But you know, with Edgar, it just kind of seems like he brought up Canelo in the middle of us talking, and I'm like, why would you? You know, I'm here calling you out. I mean, on Twitter, on Instagram, I got people on you. I mean, more people's rocking with me than they rocking with him right now. And it's like, all you want to talk to me about is Canelo. And I'm like, bro, what you talking about? I'm like, Canelo's with PBC. You on the zone. That fight's not happening. And I'm like, what you talking about? Like, you didn't really prove yourself to be in that kind of fight. So it just seemed kind of odd. You know, it was kind of like, you know, he was kind of trying to avoid me. You know what I mean? Or kind of try to be nice where I could just stop putting the heat and the pressure on him. You know what I mean? That's how it
Now,
came.
So you don't think it came from a genuine place of them wanting to actually make the fight with you?
I mean, I really think it come down to Berlanga. Like, he's the fighter. Berlanga, look, when you know, Berlanga could just say, look, I want to fight Rosado. And he could tell his team, just make the fight happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eddie Hearns was on board with it. You know what I mean? Like, we spoke. There was a show in Mexico. I forget what card it was. It was Rocky. The show with Rocky in Mexico. I mean,
Okay.
with Oshaki Foster?
No,
yeah, with Foster,
oh,
yeah.
Oh, so
okay.
this is recent.
Yeah. So Eddie was like, "No, yeah, this was recent." So Eddie was like, "Man, I think a fight with you and Berlanga in Puerto Rico would be pretty massive." I said, "Yeah, that'd be big." So once Eddie put that bug in my ear, I kind of like ran with it, So, but it just seems like Berlanga was kind of like trying to like when you try to get cool with somebody and be nice, say quiet down. That's how it came off.
So he was on some big bro shit.
Yeah, it was on that. It was on that time. He's like, "Oh yeah, we'll fight. We'll fight one day." I'm like, "Dude, I'm really retired. Like I'm not. If we gonna fight, we gonna fight now. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? I'm not. I'm close to 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I got one more in me, is right now. Like I'm not about to just wait. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much it.
But it does look like he wants to go down this January fight. So will you wait for that fight, or if they take that fight, are you just gonna stay retired?
It just honestly, like I said, man. Like the fans was talking. They like the fight. So my thing is like, why do that January fight? Jump into this. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense for him to jump into a fight in February with another no name. Like let's just jump into. Let's just do it. Whether it's New York, whether it's Puerto Rico, let's just jump into the fight.
That's what I was gonna say. Can you do it in January in Puerto Rico?
I mean, I would, you know what I'm saying? Like I live a good lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in shape. So I would have to definitely turn up in camp, you know what I'm saying? But um it's one of those things where, Berlanga to me, I like him, but he's not behaving like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like, when somebody calls you out, and the thing is Berlanga was always calling me out. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, who's this young boy? He ain't never fought nobody. Like, what's he talking about? Right. So I kind of checked him, like, chill. And then he would call me out, whatever. And then we sparred in Puerto Rico. And after that sparring session, he ain't never called me out again.
How
Bro,
long ago was that?
I'm scrolling through my messages because I'm trying to find that post because another Puerto Rican website posted it and it's like pictures of y'all running together, and he's a lot bigger than you.
So look, right, when he will always call me out, and I was just, like whatever, because I was doing fights with Danny Jacobs. Then I fought Beck the Bully. And then it was the big fight with Munguia. So like I was fighting big fights when Berlanga was trying to fight me. So I was just, I was doing my thing. And then when I met him in PR for the first time, I just kind of just was giving him tips, giving him advice. I ran with him. We worked out. and we sparred. And I was like genuinely trying to give him, show him some love. And right after the sparring session, like he unfollowed me on Instagram and everything. It was
Damn.
weird. Yeah, it was weird. So I was like,
No, like how right after, Gabe? You know.
yo, no, real talk. It was like a week after. It was weird. I was like, I ran with the kid. I sparred with him, gave him tips, was telling him what you need to work on, whatever, whatever. And then he unfollowed me, and I was like, I just found that odd. So I was like, all right, bet. All right, if the opportunity happens where I could fight him, I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna fight him. And so once Eddie brought it up to me, I was like, all right, bet, let's go.
I
Yeah.
mean, wouldn't you want to get a little bit more time than going on his date in January? Because, man, we are in the end of November. That means you got to get it end of January and then, like, just turn up from, like, the end of this conversation. That seems like a little bit much.
No, for sure, man. But I feel like it's one of those fights too, man, where experience kicks in too. And honestly, man, like Berlanga, maybe you got to prove me wrong, but I honestly don't even feel like I need that much time for him.
Oh, man, you on some Floyd, give me 6 weeks, I'll fight anybody?
No, I'm for real, man. Like I don't even think I really need a lot of time for him, man. Just because his behavior, what I'm saying. The difference between me and Berlanga, and this is why the fight will make sense in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico respects me. Puerto Rico respects me because they know I'm a fighter. They know win, lose, or draw, I'm coming to fight. Berlanga, he's only a celebrity. He's not, people want to, if people say what's up to him, it's more on the sense of him being a celebrity more than him actually being a fighter. You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, he's respected as a celebrity.
But
It's
why you
different.
think he gets that much love and PR? Because
He
his
gets,
celebrity has come
but he don't
from
really.
being a fighter.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, man. When you got Fat Joe co-signing and backing you up, Fat Joe big, like what I'm saying, as far as credibility. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody put a stamp on you like that. A lot of people gonna ride that wave. So he gets a lot of celebrity love, and it's just different. It's a different wave. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like like a Jake Paul. Jake Paul, he gets a different crowd that doesn't know anything about boxing. So Berlanga is just a different attraction. As far as the boxing, it's like no one's really like rocking with him on that sense, but he got that celebrity factor. He's like a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean specifically the Puerto Rican artists, like they rock with him as a boxer, like Daddy Yankee. I knew it. Like a few of these dudes is rocking with him as a boxer.
Yeah. Well,
And
you
he's
know what I
getting
mean?
that love for sure. That's where he's getting the appeal. And so you're cool with doing it in New York City. That's kind of his house.
No, New York's my house too. I headline out there a couple times. When I fought Lemieux out there in the Barclays Center, that was all my crowd. Because you gotta know, like Philly's just a hour and 30 minutes away on driving. It's an hour in train. You know what I mean? So, and I fought Golovkin in the Garden too. So I got a lot of love in New York, man. But I would do it in New York or PR. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I think Berlanga's like his behavior is more like he's just trying to grab a bag. He ain't really thinking about, what I mean, putting in the work, bettering himself or whatever. It's more just like just grabbing a bag. And it's like he sees I'm a threat. So it's like, man, I don't want no parts of Rosado. And like I said, man, like I ain't whoop him in the sparring, but I did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I just worked on what I wanted to work on. You know what I mean? So I kind of controlled the pace. And I know he felt that experience, so it's like, damn, you know what I mean?
Did you feel that you didn't need that much time for him before the sparring, or have you always felt this way?
No. I was on vacation when I sparred him. I wasn't even on training mode. I was out here on vacation, and then he was like, "Yo, can you come give me some work?" I was like, "Bet." And the true shit was that it was Mother's Day. We ended up being in the same hotel. I had a beer in my hand and a cigar. And he like, "Oh
Damn.
shit." He walks up to me. He dads me up. Yo, we still sparring tomorrow? Like, yeah, 3 o'clock, right? He like, yeah. I'm like, I bet I'll see you tomorrow. walk off. So he kind of, I knew that threw him off. Like, yo, he's smoking a cigar and drinking the beers.
What
Like
kind
I
of
said,
beer
I was.
was it, champ?
It was a Puerto Rican beer, it's a
Okay.
medalla. You know what I mean?
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so I knew that threw him off. Like he like, yo, that's crazy. And then we worked the next day, and like I was just like nothing. You know what I mean? So
Champ, you
yeah.
from the East, man. Have you ever worked with Andre? Because I know for a fact you worked with the Mexican Monster, so we'll get into that. But have you gotten to, ever get some work with Demetrius?
I love that fight, yo. I did work with Demetrius. I mean, I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good. I mean, I'm cool with both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Benavidez, me and Benavidez, man, we sparred since he was like 15, 16, all the way up to the Munguia fight.
Damn.
So, yeah, man, I know Benavidez when he was first coming up. I used to do camp in Phoenix, and then
He got a call.
Got it.
Okay. We back.
yeah, yeah, he would he would help me for my fights when I would go out to Phoenix to do camp, and then I went to Atlanta, and then I worked with Demetrius out there in Atlanta for a couple weeks. So it's a really good fight, man. They're both crafty. They're smart fighters. They think, set traps. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a high, I mean, boxing IQ kind of fight.
Now
So,
I know you said you've been sparring Benavidez since he was young, but from the later sparring and from the sparring you had with Boo Boo, who would you say made you work more?
No, like Andrade is more like working on things and it's more of a slower pace. You know what I'm saying? But with um with Benavidez goes hard. You know what I mean? From round one to round whatever. You know what I mean? He's doing 12 rounds of sparring. So when I was getting ready for the Munguia fight, we actually was fighting on the same date because his fight was on PBC and my fight was on the Zone.
Right.
So we would just go 10 rounds hard. You know what I mean? So, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Because like Andrade is a smart guy, and I think Andrade is gonna be like the first. Is gonna be I think Andrade is gonna give him problems in the sense of like strength. You're not gonna bully Andrade around because Andrade is a strong, big guy. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Um, but one thing is that Andrade, at the same time, Benavidez is not gonna allow Andrade to like set up those counters that much. Benavidez is gonna close that gap. Or maybe sometimes guys in the past are like hesitant because Andrade got that slickness where he counters you. I don't really think Benavidez cares to take a good shot just to land his combinations. So it's gonna be a really interesting fight.
Champ, being as though you know Andre, do you think that he will be able to get a knockdown in this fight? I believe out of the last 12 fights, he's been able to get 9 or 10 knockdowns in each one per fight out of his last 12. But obviously, different level of opposition.
Yeah, anything's possible, man. One thing is, honestly, to me, this is a toss-up fight. I don't give an edge to either fighter. It's a toss-up fight for me. I think it's more of a dangerous fight for Benavidez than it
Mm.
is for Andre. I think Andre needs Benavidez more than Benavidez needs him. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like going into this fight for them. This is like the Super Bowl for Andre. You know what I'm saying? Where like Benavidez is just like, man, I can't get who I want to fight, so I'm gonna just if it's Andrade, I'm gonna fight Andrade. Where this is the biggest fight of Andre's life. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be hard, man. And I think he does have the power to drop Benavidez because it's kind of like the Trinidad Vargas factor. Vargas was the big tough dude running through everybody, and then he ran into Tito. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that Andre has that kind of punching power, but he do got pop. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, um, I got some questions from the people. We did let them know that you would be on. So I'm going to get to that. And I also want to show you the opponent that they have for Berlanga that isn't you. That's the guy that they're supposed to give him. It's like
I'll get his name for us in a bit. It's something McCoy. But have you heard
Yeah,
of him?
I haven't. I haven't. You know, and look, man, if that's the route Berlano's gonna go to, I'm gonna go with. Like, I wish him the best. You know what I mean? When I met him in Puerto Rico, I genuinely was being like giving him like that big bro treatment where I was like, kind of guiding him and telling him like what he needs to work on and things like that. I genuinely want to see the kids succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a personal thing, but it's more like the competitor in me where it's like, oh shit, this is a good opportunity. Where it's like I'm gonna rock with it. So I'm more coming at him in the side of like it's just the competitor in me. I like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? But if he going that route, man, it's like I wish him the best.
I wanted to ask you, and I had lost my train of thought. You being from the East, and now I live on the West, and you moved to the West too.
What? Yeah,
I
yeah.
tell
I'm in LA.
people, say again.
Yeah, I live in LA.
So I tell people in the East Coast, I feel like the sparring, people working with each other. In the West Coast, people fighting in
It
sparring.
depends. It depends what part of the East though, because in Philly, they going to war out there. So like, Philly sparring is very competitive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is anywhere else, but I know in Philly it's just, I mean, it's tough work.
I mean, I've been
That's
into
why,
some
that's why you
gyms.
got
Obviously,
that's why
obviously, I've watched you spar.
yeah.
I've been in Billy Briscoe's gyms. I've been in Danny Garcia's gyms. I mean, I've seen Julian Williams and Stephen Edwards' gyms. The Monty Rock, like, yeah, they go at it, but like, have you seen the shit that goes on in Vegas out here? These dudes is fighting. It's like
Yeah,
10
nah,
rounds of fighting. And
I've
that's
done
another
camp.
thing. They going 10 rounds with the same dude. Like, what are you getting out of that? Why not switch it up? If I'm doing 12 rounds, let me get 4 different guys. Because if I got the same dude, I'm wearing him out.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. I mean, it all depends. I think like when you going, I think the rounds like that are good for like when you're starting off like your pro career, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I think as your career like, you know, I feel as you get older, you should slow down with the rounds, and it's more just working on the game plan, more working on the strategy. So it really depends because one thing in boxing, you got to test a fighter's heart, and you got to test his mindset. The only way you're gonna test a fighter's mind and his heart is putting them through those rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to see if a fighter gonna break down. You want to see if a fighter's gonna start giving excuses or whatever, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just muscle, just like you training the skill, you training the mind and you training the heart. So a lot of those crazy rounds like that, man, it just come down to just really you want to make sure your guys battle tested.
No, it's funny you say that because you train at Wild Card when you're in LA, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I just interviewed this kid that came. He from I think Sacramento originally, but he drives twice a week to LA to Wild Card for sparring, and he
yeah.
was in Vegas getting some work with a world champ, and we interviewing, and he's like, yeah, it was a heated session. And I was like, once the interview was over, I'm like, yo, you thought that was heated? He like, hell yeah. I'm like, bro, that wasn't shit. Like, bro, that shit,
Yeah.
that was a regular day. That was a calm day.
Now out here is
And
it's a
yeah,
little bit intense out here. I feel like they, like I've been. I mean, I just posted Nazim on my story because he let me watch Cunningham's part. Like I've been to gyms on the East where they'll stop shit like, ho, you alright? You know what I mean? Like if a dude get buzzed, and I've also been to gyms where a dude get buzzed and they'll let him get knocked down or knocked out. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? I thought we working on shit. But again, I'm just a fly on the wall. Y'all the fighters.
Well, it depends, man. It really depends because I remember coming up, my sparring sessions were hard. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you go home, you get rocked, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go through that, man. But when you got seasoned guys sparring, if somebody get hurt, there's no reason to keep it going. That's already a seasoned guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you got, for the most part, is the up and comers that got to prove themselves. They
you know,
really bang it out. But
I don't
when
go ahead.
you sparring a guy, if you sparring a seasoned guy, man, a seasoned guy gets hurt, you gotta call timeout and let him recover. You know what I'm saying?
Never really thought about this till now, but I feel like unlike in other cities, Vegas, when you talk about boxing gyms, a lot of them you got a public, you got a crowd. You get what I'm saying?
And it's an open public,
So
bro,
I feel like there's more of a pressure on the fighters and
to show out.
because I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen it to where it's like, Gabe, it'll be these kids in there that I know are nice as fuck. And now a certain somebody in the gym watching and they trying to show out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what the fuck you doing? Just fight.
That's true because in Vegas you got the like it's like they feel like they getting scouted.
Yep.
Never know who's in.
Yup.
Exactly.
That's
Never know.
exactly what it
And
no, that's
truth be
exactly
told,
a lot of
Yeah.
it
truth be told, they are being scouted because someone will
Yeah.
make a call like, yo, so and so looks good, and they'll get a
Yeah.
contract or they'll get a
bro,
B-side fight.
like I kid you not,
Exactly.
it don't matter what gym you at. If you in this city, I know who you sparring, how the sparring went, cause somebody was in the gym and they making a call.
Yep.
Somebody.
Like yeah, that's how it is in Vegas. Where like in other cities, you don't got that, so
Right.
you don't got really nothing to prove. You don't got the extra pressure on you because like when I was in the gym, if it was a name in the gym, it was like B Hop walked in or a name walked in, I'm turning up. You know what I'm saying? My
For sure.
it's not even sparring anymore. Like we about yeah, it's not even sparring. I'm saying that's real. So that's really the pressure that they feel is, you never know who's in the gym, so you gotta turn up.
Nah,
Word.
yeah, nah. I really think that's what it is because, like you said, somebody in the gym. Like, I'm not saying we get a guy like B Hop in the gym every day, but
Yeah,
we get guys pretty much every day. You feel me?
Yeah, nah,
So
it's certainly like that. These young fighters, they definitely turn up when they see the names come through them doors. But I got a couple questions from the people I want to get to before we go. David Maldonado, New York City. What's up, champ? When are you gonna fight Edgar Berlanga? And if so, how you see that fight going? Now you've already answered some of that, but definitely not how you see it going.
yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? I really think it just comes down to like, it's Berlanga, like where's his mind at? I would test him out. You know what I'm saying? Like where's his mind, where's his heart at? I think he got the skill. He definitely got the skill. He got the punching power. He got the size, but it's just like, you gotta test his heart.
Bro,
You
he
know what I
is
mean?
a big boy, man. When he came out
Yeah,
here, he used our gym. We had a gym at one moment, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know. I'm like, bro, I didn't know you was this big.
Cause
Like
it
he
was it was
is
it was like
big.
in between camps, so he came to the gym just to like work out, not to do anything boxing. It was just
Yeah,
like
but
yeah.
he didn't look big, fat. That's not what I'm
like
saying.
No,
I'm
yeah.
so.
saying even
Oh
tall
yeah,
though. Like
yeah.
he's a full man.
No,
I couldn't
he's a
find the pictures of you and him together, but even you next to him, you look small, champ.
no. We for real. We like the same size. You know what I'm
What?
saying? So
I
like,
wish I could
yeah,
find those pictures. I had them shits on like because I knew I was gonna do this interview.
yeah, yeah. But no, man. It's like, like I said, man. I think the kid, he has the ability, man, to really, really do something in the sport. But I just think his mind is in the wrong direction, man. He caught up with that celebrity shit, and boxing is a sport, man, where you gotta be 100 into this fight shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think, Floyd Mayweather, right, was flashy. He talked his shit. He act how he act, but Floyd is a smart motherfucker, right? Floyd did all that because that was his way of that was his strategy of promoting a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd would front and be at the strip club. He not drinking in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? And then he would run from the strip club to the gym. And probably open up the gym at 3 in the morning. So everybody think Floyd acting up, but he really grinded. Where, what I'm saying, I feel like Berlanga's mindset is like he's caught up with the celebrity shit and he ain't really putting in the type of work you need to put in when you fighting at this level. It's a different level.
Champ, let me ask you, do you think that the way he started his career didn't help, like having the streak of all the first round knockouts and because that's what he was known for. Like once he got signed, that's all Top Rank and ESPN was pumping out. First round knockout, first round knockout. Do you feel like that probably hurt his career in a way, or at
Yeah.
least his way of thinking?
I think the only thing that hurt him was just thinking he could knock everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you getting these first round knockouts, and that's great. That's great promotion. You know what I'm saying? That's great. But it's like you got to keep working on your skills because you're not going to knock out dudes like Munguia in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to knock out these dudes in the top 10. So it's like you got to keep working on your skills and your fundamentals. You know what I mean? So and that really comes down to how hungry are you. You know what I'm saying? You never could be satisfied with what you did in your last fight. You got to be like, you got to stay hungry and find another, you know, find how to work on your jab, how to work on your defense, how to work on different things. So that's really what it comes down to. And I think, you know, you see a decline in his last performances. And I think it's not really the type of level that he's fighting. I think it's more based on he fell in love with that power and he didn't really work on nothing else.
I have James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas. What are the plans once the gloves are officially hung up?
Well, yeah, man, you know, like I definitely want to work with fighters. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with fighters, you know. In Puerto Rico, there's a lot of talent out here, man.
Training or managerial?
Um, you know, I do get the bug for wanting to help fighters training, but it's not, you know what I mean? I don't know yet, man. You know, I definitely think I would want to advise fighters, you know, manage. And who knows about training? I really don't know about training. I don't know if I got the patience to really be with a fighter for a whole entire camp. That's just crazy, bro. That's a lot of
Damn, so
work. Like,
you ain't had no youngins come up under you in the gym yet? Like trying to be, let me run with you, Gabe. Yo,
no,
what workout should I do, Gabe?
yeah, I get that all the time, bro. I get so many fighters from everywhere, from all around the world, hitting me up on my DM, like, "Yo, champ, can I come work with you?" Whatever, whatever. But you know, it's hard, man. Like, you know, being a trainer is like a big responsibility.
I was like a father.
That's like your, yeah, for real, it really is, man. It's a big responsibility because when you train a fighter, you can't just train a fighter in the gym. You gotta be on top of him outside of the gym. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on him like, you know,
Absolutely.
pretty much. Yeah, bro. When you look at the fighters that are very successful, they're the ones where the father is on them or the trainer's on them. Like if you look at an Andre Ward, his trainer was like a father to him. You know what I'm saying? When you look at a Tito Trinidad, when you look at a David Haney, you know what I'm saying? It's like these dudes they have that trainer that's a father. You know what I mean? So it's important, man. And I don't know if I have the time for that. I got my own kids. I'm married. It's a big responsibility.
Champ, let me ask you, do you think it'd be maybe like one of those scenarios like you'd have to find the fighter to be worth it? Like somebody that you
Yeah,
believe wants it, somebody that you believe
yeah,
is committed and dedicated?
absolutely, man. Because I think a lot of times, man, I think a lot like this is a unique sport, man. This is like the hard. This is
Very.
really sport. This is the hardest sport in the world, honestly, because it's a one man. It's yeah, you got a team, but you in there by yourself.
Bro, I
You
found the
know?
pictures, Gabe. See,
Yeah.
you gonna have to
Let
give
me
us a
see,
face
dog.
off for real. Look at this shit.
No, but you gotta understand.
Bro.
I'm standing a whole foot behind him, though.
All right, look at the. I'm telling you, look at this one, the running one. Look at the running one. Look at
Look at
look at.
that.
Nah, in the running one, they look about the same height at
I
the
was
very
gonna say,
least.
bro. Yeah, we the
What?
same. Yeah, we the same size.
All
Look, even in that picture, they nah, let me stop. Nah, let me stop.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
nah. I want that fight. Yo, that's the crazy thing is, bro. I've been asking for this fight since maybe 2020.
Damn, and
Yeah,
you mentioned them too, talking about ahora está calladito. ¿Qué pasó?
it's like he was talking heavy, and like I said, man, I said, after the sparring, it changed between me and him. Where like I said, he unfollowed me, which I was surprised because I remember I texted him because he had a fight coming up, and I text him like just giving him advice like yo man, do your thing today, man, stick that jab, whatever, whatever. And then I saw you unfollow me. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, it's just called, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
And I
crazy.
got offended by the sparring or whatever. And look, like I said, I'm not the one that's gonna talk details about sparring. It wasn't no ass whooping or nothing like that. It was just I'm just more seasoned. That's all it was. You know what I mean? But yeah, he unfollowed me, and I was like, all right, bet. It is what it is.
I got hella more questions from the people, but I gotta ask because you're a fighter that took big fights moving up. For us fight fans, we put a lot of, I guess, importance on that. So I want to know from your perspective. You went from 54 to 60 to fight Gennady. Then you went from 60 to 68 to fight Gilberto. I mean, bigger names. Beck. Like,
Yeah.
how much is the weight difference for a fighter in between fights, and how much is it gonna affect on Andrade? Like, is he a full-fledged 68 and it's weight not gonna be an issue?
He's without a doubt a 168 pounder, bro. He didn't have to give up his title. I mean, I think he pretty much was just couldn't make that weight anymore because it's like what like marketing wise, you don't have a big fan base. You're not a high demand, so why would you give up the only thing that keeps you in the game, which is a world title?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you need that world title because that's the only thing that keeps you involved. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he gave it up, you know what I'm saying? I just think is proof that he just couldn't make that weight no more. You know, so it's like why risk it and keep fighting at this weight? I can't make this weight. He's a big dude, bro. He's actually bigger than Berlanga, honestly.
Mm.
I believe he's taller and he's a lot fuller, you know what I mean? So he's a big dude, man. He's a big dude.
You're also a dude that has taken these big fights at an older age. Like, that seems to be the narrative. Like, he's finally getting his opportunity, but he's 34 now, right?
Yeah.
He's
No,
like the
34.
last of that Olympic class to finally get a
Like,
big fight.
bro, somebody called in earlier mentioning his peers, and half
Gary
of them
Russell.
were retired. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You feel me?
Gary Russell Jr., he's like 36. Wilder's 38. I mean,
Danny
Keith
Jacobs.
Thurman, Danny Jacobs. It's
That's wild. No, that's wild, man. But 34 is like it could be prime or it could be a lot. I
How
don't know
was
what it.
your 34? Because I'm sure if I go to your box rate, you
But
took
see,
a big
Yeah.
fight at 34.
nah, but the thing is though, like I've said, that will probably help Andre. Like, he may be old, even if he is old age wise, he ain't that old in the ring because he's had inactivity. He don't got all the fights. He ain't
But
lost.
but
So
but it could hurt him because Benavidez is active. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know Andrade's lifestyle outside of the ring. So you know what I'm saying? It really depends on what a fighter's lifestyle is. I mean, does he party? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Does he train? Does he keep his weight low? Like we
I
don't
mean,
know
he
what he.
posted, I don't know his life, but he posted yesterday like a Thanksgiving family post, and his family is grown, so I doubt he out there partying. Like, he got two grown
Yeah, yeah.
daughters. I'm not. I don't like. I
Not
don't
for
mean
sure.
grown, but like they're
No,
old
for
enough where you gonna be around your daughter. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Andrade is the kind of guy that, you know what I'm saying, he's been waiting for this big fight and he finally got it. So I think we're gonna see the best of Andrade. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna see the best of him, you know, and that's just gonna elevate Benavidez' game. I mean, Benavidez knows this is not an easy fight. Like, both guys do. So I even though they both have big high boxing IQ, I think it's gonna be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Benavidez is gonna close that gap, and I think Andrade's a mover, but he's not a runner. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna stay in the pocket. He gonna get it. He's gonna get his shots off. So I think it's actually gonna be a war. I think it's gonna be tit for tat.
Champ, why you think Matias don't get the love from Puerto Rico? My man is a puncher. He caught a body. Like, he's a
Yeah,
champ.
yeah. I ran into him
And
too in
salute to
Mexico.
him. He just admitted that, he took that first loss because he smoked pot. I mean, so respect to him.
Yeah.
What? I
No,
mean,
yeah. I ran into him in Mexico too on the last card. Matisse, man, he's a great fighter, man. He's a big puncher, very resilient. This is a big opportunity for him to showcase his skill on a high level. I mean, on the big stage. But I don't really know why he's not getting the buzz, man. You know what I mean? He kind of resembles Tito Trinidad too. But it could be that he doesn't train in Puerto Rico. He trains in them. I know he
Yeah,
trains in
but
Mexico.
I heard they had to do that because he was too much in the street. He like one of them real ones out there. They say.
Yeah, I heard he got shot. He survived, right? Yeah,
I can't confirm
yeah,
that, but I definitely heard he was from out there. Out there.
yeah. So it's probably best for him to be away, man, and just get away and just focus. But I think this kind of fight is going to be a fight where it just solidifies him and just puts him in a higher rank. Because I think in Puerto Rico, they'll definitely start paying attention.
He got shot a couple times actually.
Damn.
Got shot in 2012 by a gunshot, and then they saying he got shot in 2013 by an AK.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you, they playing them caserillos out there. This shit is real out there. Puerto Rico's still
But
very.
I told you what your man said. Yo, this box. I ain't gonna say who, but this boxing trainer manager. He was he's half Puerto Rican, half Dominicans. He was telling somebody like, nah. He like, don't even go to PR. He like, bro.
Which I don't agree with.
He was like, bro, don't. He was telling another
and he
trainer.
lives there, so he gonna give you his opinion.
He was telling the trainer like, nah, don't even go to PR, bro. It's too violent, too dangerous. He like, go to DR. Everybody about having a good time. The beaches is better. The weather. He like, just go to the Dominican. Don't even bother going to Puerto Rico. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like anywhere, right? Like I feel like if you're looking for trouble, you gonna find it. Like I've been to PR plenty of times and never got in nothing at all.
Now Puerto Rico, man, is really what you get into, bro. Like Puerto Rico is, for me, for the most part, is nice. It's quiet. It's my peaceful place to go, bro. When I want to get away from LA and just kind of like get my peace and get my mind right, I just come to PR and I stay out here for a couple weeks. So I mean, it's really where you put yourself. If you in the projects and you bugging around like that, you know what I mean, then yeah,
Champ, you ain't never tell us how that feel, man. To come from
what?
where you come and be able to say,
Yeah.
when I want to get away, I could just go to PR. How you
Yeah.
feel, man? You've come so far, man.
No, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But no, I enjoy it, man, and I'm very thankful for how things turned out. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful. I'm grateful for it, bro. And most importantly, man, I got my health. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of fighters could retire and have their health and have their wits. So that's a blessing.
How is the gym doing? Because you had that through
Yeah,
COVID. You still
right.
got it?
No, man, I closed it down, man. I just
Oh,
closed it.
shit.
But I closed it down because it's a hands-on thing. You know what I'm saying? And like I travel a lot, bro. So I've been doing a couple shows with the Zone, and I'm always traveling to Puerto Rico. So it was just hard to be there hands-on with it, man. So I had to let it go.
Okay. I
But
got Root in the
fun while
5-0. Sorry.
it was fun while I had it though.
For sure.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm curious just about where you come from, champ. Like,
I got a lot of questions from the people,
yeah,
champ.
just have you had like that trip to Home Depot and you've been like, oh shit, like I really.
Do you tell your kids? Do you tell your kids?
Bro,
Like, yo,
'cause, like,
Poppy
you
used
on
to work
you
here.
in movies, like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like you came from the bottom. Like you the definition of the song, bro.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I be going to Home Depot all the time because I gotta get things for the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? I actually liked that job when I worked at Home Depot. I was cool because I worked the night shift. So like whenever I had to fight, I was real cool with the boss. And you know what I mean? He just like, he really wasn't hard on me, you know what I'm saying? So it was a cool job. I had cool co-workers, man. So
They should have sponsored you. I remember
hey look, and
Subway sponsored the
my
other
mindset,
fighter.
my mindset when I worked at Home Depot was I always had a good energy. I never went to work like with an attitude like, man, I hate this shit. I always had a good energy when I went to work because I knew this was gonna be temporary. So I'll just be stopping shelves with the mindset of like, yeah, I'll be on TV one day. I'll be fighting for world titles one day. That was my mindset.
Bro, that
So
was a TV fight though. I remember that was Friday Night Fights.
yeah, yeah, I fought. Matter of fact, when I was working at Home Depot, I fought Soto Carraz on NBC, and then I knocked him out, and then I fought Sagu Pal. on NBC, and I knocked him out. And then after my third fight on NBC, I was able to quit. It's crazy.
I remember I went to those fights live, bro.
Damn.
I never wanted you to take the Gennady fight. My man
Yeah.
built his name up. Him in main events, they opened up this little casino. It was popping in Bethlehem. He gets like a WBO. It don't mean you're going to get Canelo, but you know what I'm saying? You're in line. Canelo's the champ. He's ranked. There's conversation about it, and then Gennady comes and offers him the fight. He moved up. But, I wonder what life would have been like had you waited.
Bad management. That's what that was, bro. Because, I'm a dog.
Nah, but I hear you got paid handsomely for that Gennady fight.
Yeah, but, I'm a dog. I'm supposed to fight. But, your handler's supposed to hold you back and be like, nah, that's not the one yet. Because I was ranked number 1 at 54.
That's what I'm saying. I never understood why you didn't try to.
Hold on, were you ranked number 1 at 54 for the WBO?
With a title. He had like
but I was
man,
gonna say Canelo never defended the 154 title.
Okay, but if he stays there, you talking Mexico, Puerto Rico, it makes more sense.
You right.
But again, Gennady was a big fight too. But I just saying, the opportunity would have been there.
At the time too, Gennady was like an unknown because when me and Gennady fought, that was only his second fight on HBO. So Gennady was just hit the scene. Yeah, Gennady just hit the scene. So like he wasn't like. I believe it was like his. No, you know what? It might have been like his third fight, but it wasn't.
I don't know if it was his second, but
he didn't fight like big names or anything like that yet. You know what I'm saying? He had just came to the scene. I remember because I saw his. I forget who it was that he fought, but yeah. When they presented the fight, it was kind of like who's this guy?
Bro, I don't even know if anyone's asked you or if I've asked you, but how'd that moment with your dad and Briscoe play out? Because on camera, Briscoe's like, yo, he's going to cut out. And your dad is like, no. And so, like, how'd you take it watching it back, watching your father want you to go out your shield, your trainer trying to save you, the blood? That shit was crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, I never really, thought about it.
Oh, wow.
It just was what it was. Like, I ain't feel nothing about it, honestly.
Cool.
It just was.
No, you were right. That was Gennady's that was only his second fight on HBO.
Yeah, second fight. Yeah.
Yeah, he had fought a guy named Greg Gores.
Oh, no, Proska. I was at that fight in Turner Stone Casino. Yeah. That was his coming out party. Yeah. He slept him in like 6 rounds. 5. There you go.
Yeah, so that was really ain't know much about him, but it was a bad move on the manager side because it was like I'm ranked number 1 at 54. My mandatory was K9. It really didn't.
You already had a network. You ain't need HBO like that.
Man, yeah, it's crazy, bro. But it just and then the thing is, what made it so hard was I was killing the competition at 54. Yeah, because I was on a crazy run. But the thing was, when I moved up and when I tried to move back down, they took away my ranking, my number 1 ranking, and nobody at 54 wanted to fight. So I was obligated to stay at 60.
Nah, these sanctioning bodies, it's all politics and who you know. I got Rue in the 504. How satisfied were you with your retirement?
Yeah, I was good with it, bro. I was good with it. I was getting ready for Zurdo, and I know Zurdo because we sparred plenty of times throughout the years. So moving up to 75, I was like, man, I being that I know Zurdo well, I had a strategy going into that fight. And then when he came in 12 pounds over the day of the weigh-in, it was like, man, it was so discouraging because I was like, damn, dude, they were still trying to make the fight happen, but I'm like, yo, I'm pretty much gonna fight at cruiserweight because we know what this dude gonna blow up to. So it was crazy, man. So it was discouraging. And then when they offered me the bet fight, 3-week notice, and I just ran with it, but I didn't have no motivation to rematch back because I was like, I already knocked them out. Like, what else can I do that's gonna be better than that? So going into that fight, it was kind of just like, okay, let me just. It was kind of going through the motions, man. And I'm disappointed that I did that because I really shouldn't have. I should have just probably fell back and rethought it. But I mean, as far as the retirement, man, it was like, I was good with it.
I got Jesse Hernandez from West Covina, California. What up, champ? Is there a specific fight you had that is more special to you than any others?
Shoot, man, that run on NBC was fun.
That
That
was a
run.
great run.
You was there, man, so you know what I'm
I was
talking about.
there, man. That's why
That
I'm telling you. I've
run.
said it on this show. I never liked. Obviously, I liked the move because it was financially good for you, but I never liked the move
Yeah,
because you was in position. It would have been funny to see what would have happened at
yeah,
54 if you would have waited.
yeah. And man, even though they did me dirty, the Peter Quillen fight was dope. I mean, the turnout sucked because the cut. But I felt like I was doing my thing in that fight. Now I felt like I was actually ahead on that fight, and then I got cut in like the 10th round. But just the atmosphere in Atlantic City was crazy. It was on Showtime. The atmosphere was crazy. That fight was pretty dope.
James in Alabama, I made so much money off you. Excuse me, I made so much money off your win with Beck the Bully. I am forever grateful. Appreciate you, champ. I know Eddie keeps saying fight in Puerto Rico. If not there, are you open to Puerto Rican Day Parade, New York City, or Puerto Rico of the South Orlando, Florida? Also, any thoughts on Shakur's performance last fight?
Yeah, man, appreciate that, bro. Nah, you know what I mean. Like, I definitely would fight in New York on the Puerto Rican parade, man. I think that would be dope too, if we could do that with Berlanga. But as far as Shakur, the funny thing is, man, I was busy that day, bro, so I didn't catch that fight. I saw clips of it, but I've always spoke highly of Shakur. I think he's a really good fighter, man. I'm not sure what was off that.
90 seconds.
I'm not sure what was off that night, man, but I'm a big fan of him, man, and I think he has a good team around him. Good, I mean, like good advice as far as Crawford and Ward. So, man, I think he'll get back on it.
Uh,
Yo, Gabe, I just wanted to, just because everybody keeps talking about that Beck KO, that fight, when you fought, it was Charlo Jamel fought Castaño in Texas that day, and
Okay.
I was in Texas for that, and not David, Jamal Charlo had a press conference, so before the fight, so you were on the undercard, so we were watching your fight at this press conference that's about to start, bro, and we're watching it on. We all like fucking exploded when you knocked him
Yo,
out. Like, and it's supposed to be quiet. Shit's about to start. It's being streamed on Showtime. Like, bro, we fucking exploded when you got that knockout. It was a dope ass moment.
bro, I went crazy because bro, real talk. Freddie called that, bro. I give Freddie his props on that one because Freddie in camp was telling me how to throw that overhand right, and I was like, I remember this. I have a video of us talking about that punch, and I was like, do I step deep to my left? And Freddie was like, no, you stay right there. He's gonna dive in. And I was like, all right, bet. And we kept working on that shot, like him diving in like that. So when it landed, you saw my emotion because I was like, yo, that shit worked.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, that was dope. That was fire.
Huang out of Houston. Now that you got a taste of commentating, do you see yourself pivoting to that once you retire?
No, for sure, man. I'm doing the show. I was actually supposed to go to Texas, man, and do the Ryan John, but for whatever reason, they didn't fall through. But um, I'm doing a show on the Zone December 14th with Golden Boy. So, yeah, man, they keeping me active, mixing it up with Golden Boy and Matchroom. So I enjoy it, bro. I really do.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Bob Saget says, okay, this is Harlem World. I never knew Bob Saget was Harlem World. Okay. Does he have any new favorite up and coming fighters, big names, big name or not? And who's his favorite fighter from New York?
My favorite fighter from New York. Damn. I would say, I would say Serrano, Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? And then my favorite fighter coming up, man, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Man, I really don't know, man. Cause like honestly, like it's funny because when you older, bro, you start looking at the dudes that are fighting big, and you look at them as the up and comers, right? So it's like, I look at Shakur, but it's like it's crazy because he's a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's odd, man. But like as far as like a young prospect, I really, really can't tell you. Right now I'm focused. Like I like guys like Shakur, Haney, Tank, those guys.
954 Twigs. I'd prefer Gabe Rosado versus Diego Pacheco.
Oh, my bad. That's who I like. I like Pacheco. I like Pacheco. Pacheco's my favorite one coming up. I've worked with Pacheco since he was a kid, like 17, and he the full package. I like Pacheco, man.
So
I
you've
want
sparred with him
I
since
went
he was
I went
17.
I wouldn't fight Pacheco because Pacheco's that's my young bull. Like for real, that's my young bull. Like, I've been with Pacheco. Man, I think me and him worked since he was like 16, 17 or whatever. And he would come and do camps with me and we do a lot of rounds. And I just got a liking for him, man. Like, and what I like about him is he listens. When you give him advice, he actually listens. He asks questions and he puts the work in. Like you see the dedication, you see the hard work, you see the hunger, and he's just improving and getting better, man. So it's like, I salute him and I like him a lot, man.
No question, just a comment from that dude they hate. Always a fan of Gabriel. Rosado, enjoy your retirement.
World.
We got
Appreciate
Manuel who says, Ness said you would beat the brakes off LeBron James. How would you see that fight playing out? And are you a fan of him?
LeBron.
And what do you think about other athletes from other sports criticizing the sport of boxing? Yeah, because you seen LeBron came out. Who he dissed somebody one day or after a fight, like, oh, that's the worst fight I ever saw. Some shit.
No, it was the Fury and Ngannou fight, and he
Yeah.
said this is the problem with boxing now. After
Yeah, because he don't know boxing. He think Ngannou got robbed. So I'm like, man, this motherfucker don't know shit about boxing. Won't he
Nah,
get his ass in the ring and find out what it is? Gabe Rosado will whoop his ass, man.
no, the
How
funny shit
tall is LeBron? Because I don't watch them sports.
6'7", 260.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
big,
fight him.
big,
You
big,
want
big.
to get a bat.
But you know what though, man? It's those kind of fights that brings attention to boxing. Obviously, like that's, you know what I mean?
6'9". My bad.
Yeah,
Damn, he big as
and
hell.
250 though. If that
that shit
helps.
Shit.
make
I mean,
you,
didn't
man.
you get up the cruiser once? Celebrity fight, man.
Too big, too big. But
Shit.
yeah,
All right. So we got Rod in LA. What makes you confident in fighting Berlanga? What is it that you see that's motivating or pushing you to fight him next?
you know what I mean? I think what it is, man, is just like I said, I fought everywhere with Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's one of those fights that it brings it has that excitement because it's the older vet versus the young contender, and it's like everybody knows what I bring to the table, but people are still curious to know like what's Berlanga bringing to the table. Like, you know what I mean? Does he got that dog in him? You know what I mean? So I think the fight sells easy, and it just makes sense. And it's one of those fights where you get up for it. You know what I mean? You get up for it, you get motivated. And it's just challenging yourself. He's definitely the fresher fighter. Obviously, I got way more miles on me, but I think it's kind of like.
Damn, got another call.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yo.
We hear you. We hear you. Maybe he don't hear us.
Damn, champ. Oh.
So if you're a YouTube member, you can ask Gabe a question on the YouTube members community page. You don't use Patreon. Patreons use Patreon. Members use members.
There we go.
Yo.
Yo. I don't know what happened.
No worries. We got you back.
Man. So.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just pretty much. It's just one of those fights where I feel like I like to just challenge myself, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just obviously Berlanga's a younger younger, stronger guy, right? And I'm the one with the miles on me, but that just makes me feel like, damn, I would like to prove people wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a fight that I feel like it makes sense. So, if this team's with it, then we'll see what's up.
I got Against the Ropes with Dose. He says, Dose from West Virginia. Gabe, you are a warrior. First question, bro. Was GGG the hardest hitter you ever faced?
Nah. I mean, he was G was a precise puncher. And what I mean by that is like he just like he kind of just knew how to like thread the needle, you know what I mean? He just tap, 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 and then throw like a hard, sharp one. You know what I'm saying? But no, I wouldn't say he was the hardest puncher.
I got Jordan Gonzalez. What up, champ from Chicago? You're definitely one of my favorite fighters. What do you think of Haney versus Prograis?
I think Haney gonna outbox him. You know what I'm saying? I think Haney should outbox him, control him with a jab. I mean, I think Prograis's gonna probably be like a little overly aggressive. I think Haney would just make him pay. I mean, I just think Haney's the better fighter, but Prograis, he's a solid guy. He got pop, but I mean, I think Haney will handle that.
Ryan Fraser in Toronto, Canada. With you being around the sport so long, who in your eyes is the next great to carry the Puerto Rican torch?
Man, that's hard, bro. That's hard because shit. That's just tough because you got really good Puerto Rican champions right now. You got a couple current. I think there's about what 4 current world champions in Puerto Rico. But it's just hard to like carry them like walking them shoes of Miguel Cotto and Tito Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know, man. But Matisse got a shot, but it's hard.
I feel like man, he got to do something to get his name going, bro. Like as a world champ and as good of a fighter that he actually is, he's an unknown. Like I remember when he became champ, he only had 15K followers. A year and a half later, he only got 30. I'm like, damn. Like how the Instagram baddies got more, man.
It's well, but you know what it is, man. Is it's just a lot of it has to do with how you get marketed. I mean, how the network markets you, how the promoters are marketing you. You know what I'm saying? I think when it came to fighters from Puerto Rico, the ones that did the best at that was Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? I think Top
That's
Rank
why
really,
Xander's where he's at. And
yeah,
so is
yeah,
Berlanga because they were with Top Rank.
exactly. Miguel Cotto, Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So, Top Rank understands the culture. I don't think PBC really understands the Puerto Rican culture and how you market a fighter from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a big deal, but it really comes down to the promoters being on top of that. I mean, Trinidad was promoted by Don King. Don King always had the Puerto Rico flag on him, and you know what I mean, repping the flag, and promoted him heavy with the island. So it's a big deal.
Champ, I meant to ask you this in the beginning, but I noticed the municipal hat. I see you posting them a lot. Are you
Yeah,
working with them?
yeah, man. I'm a part of the municipal team, man. So it's a dope brand. That they just came out with their new shoes, Origins, man. So they fire, man. So
I was
yeah,
checking
Yo,
those
that's
shoes out. They look like they specifically for running, are they? Or are they like not?
nah, man. You can I wear them to go out, bro. They fresh, bro. They got it's like 5 different colors. My favorite ones are the Carolina blues. You know what I mean? So they fire, bro. They comfortable. Yeah, they
yeah,
are.
no,
Yeah, they got them hookah one soles, so I immediately thought
Yeah,
they was meant for
yo,
running.
yeah. I jog with them too, so they mad comfortable. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, that's big, man. Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg, I know is one of the owners behind it, and has really made it popular. So that's fire.
Yeah, I've been rocking with them for like about like the last 3 years or whatever, man. So
Okay.
Oh wow.
yeah, the
I got a
quality
few
is
more, champ, and I'm gonna get you out of there. Alex in Florida. Alex from Palm Beach, South Florida. Is there a real possibility you could jump on a show for a tune-up at the 2300 Arena to put on for the people of Philadelphia? Shout out to Tevin Farmer before going into the Edgar Berlanga fight, Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend.
Puerto Rican parade
Well, he's
weekend.
saying, can you get a tune-up in the 2300 arena before you fight Edgar at the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
That's
honestly
why he
don't got.
says shout out Tevin Farmer, because Tevin just got like 3 in the
Yeah,
23. He coming right back.
yeah, for sure. No, no, no. I feel you, man. It just, you know what I mean? That kind of money really, you know, that kind of. It's like I'll
Can't
keep it
get
100,
motivated.
bro.
Can't
I'll
get
keep it
motivated.
that money. That's not gonna get me up in the 40s, bro.
You can't go for the long run with that type of money.
Yeah, that's hard because that's understandable for a young guy that has a different kind of man. That's like a different kind of hunger, bro, to do
Nah,
that
he
shit.
trying to be champ again. He trying to be champ again.
Yeah, see Tevin. No, see Tevin doing it right because Tev's on a different route. So I understand what Tevin's doing. You know what I'm saying? But like for me to do that right now, it's like me and Tevin are in different we're in different situations in our career. Like Tevin really trying to fight them dudes right now. So
Yeah.
that's definitely different. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, you a far bigger name, so.
Yeah. So it's
Uh,
crazy. Yeah.
we got Cutman Scar. He says, out of all the cuts and swellings Gabe has had, which injury caused him the most discomfort in the ring? Shout out
Shit.
Cutman Scar.
Yeah, man. 2014 at the Barkley against Lemieux, man. Detached retina in the third round.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Cause he hit me and I felt that shit pop. So I took a knee to get my vision back.
What's
And that
that
shit,
mean? You felt it pop?
like, bro, I felt detached retina, like I felt my eye, like I felt that shit detached from the socket, bro.
Mm.
I took a knee because I couldn't see. So when I took a knee, I ain't take a knee because I was rocked. I took a knee because I couldn't see. And then I'm trying to get my vision back because that happens in fights. Sometimes you get hit with a certain shot that it knocks your equilibrium and your vision go blurry sometimes. You kind of shake it off. And you probably get your wits with you like within like a couple seconds. So I thought that's what that was, but the vision never came back.
Mm.
So I fought through that fight with a detached retina, bro, and it was
So you not
crazy.
even seeing blurry? Is
Uh,
nothing? Is blackness?
you just can't see at all. And
Oh.
yeah, so like, and then the thing is, it was throbbing. Shit was crazy, bro. So like, I would go back to my corner and I was whispering in my trainer's ear because I ain't want the commissioner to hear me because they stopped the
Yeah, they'll
fight.
stop the fight.
I'll just whisper in his ear and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm blind. Like I can't see." Like you know what I mean. So we fought to the 10th round with that. That happened in the third round. So yeah,
Shit.
that was the worst injury ever.
Last one. Dre in San Diego. Salute to you on an amazing career. I got a chance to see you fight Quillen live. Looking back, who would you say was the biggest puncher you faced? I think you just answered that. Did you?
No, I think honestly, one of the biggest punchers was Quillen. Quillen had heavy hands. Quillen had heavy hands, and Quillen had heavy hands, bro. And Lemieux had heavy hands. Quillen and Lemieux both had heavy hands. You know what I'm saying? So I would say between those two guys.
All right. That is all of them. Gabe, man, you are the best. Give out your social media for
But
anybody that isn't following you.
no doubt, man. King God Rosado.
I actually got two slid in. This one is funny as fuck.
Hey,
What do you prefer, mango or mofongo?
Mofongo.
Ah, that's in Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. Victor Manuelo says, "What's up, champ? What's your favorite country that you visited, and what's your favorite dish from that country?"
Hmm. You know what I mean? I would say my favorite dish, though.
From whatever country you visited, that is.
Yeah. Well, Paris was nice.
Mm.
Do you
I
like the
didn't really like
crepes?
their food though.
I'm
I didn't
like,
really like their food though, but it was nice.
Yo, was it as dirty as
Yo,
people say?
Now that I gotta
Hold
ask
on,
this
hold
one.
on,
No, I gotta go back to boxing because now that Jake is really trying to make a play at boxing, and they
Yeah.
gave him, and he's doing fights, not pay-per-view. When you comment, have they thrown that at you?
What? Throwing what?
A potential Jake Paul fight.
No,
It's
no.
Jake.
And
Yeah, Jake.
I actually spar with Logan Paul out here because they live out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spar with Logan Paul out here, and I know J Love. J Love is
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
his team. But yeah, me and J Love, we talk and stuff. I think I'm gonna pull up to the gym on them. Maybe Monday I'll pull up on them. But no, we never talked about anything like that.
That's not a bad fight for him. He gets complaints that he ain't fight a real fighter. I mean, you still not a cruiserweight, but I mean, you're a
Yeah,
cruiserweight for Jake.
yeah. No, but yeah, there's some big. That's a big jump. Cruiserweight. But
Really?
hey,
Even for Jake Paul?
no. If it makes money, it definitely makes sense, bro.
Well,
So
you
for
know it's
sure.
gonna make money. I mean, how do you think that you would lose skill or some of what makes
No,
you at that weight?
but nah, man. But the thing is this, right? Is like, is Jake fighting? Who's he fighting? Is he fighting like a pro fighter?
He
Like
is.
a
He is out of Dallas,
like,
and people know him. He's actually good. He just
yeah,
was inactive.
yeah. So that's the thing, man. I think it's an 8 rounder. I think there's levels, man. You know what I'm saying? I think, Jake, when he fought his first boxer, which was what's his name?
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury, and then he lost. And I think that goes to show that it's like, yo, there's a lot to learn in the game. So I think somebody like me I feel like I'm too experienced for him. So I don't see why they would try to call me, but who knows, right? If
Well,
they
but the
did,
size difference, though, right? Like you are
yeah.
experienced, but they're bringing you up in weight.
Yo, I don't get fat, bro. I'm a buck 95 right now. I don't get fat. So I'm a big dude. I mean, it takes a lot for me to cut down, but I walk around, I'm 195. So I'm not a small dude. You know what I'm saying? So the weight factor wouldn't really matter. But I just think like the route they're going, I think they're trying to really prove and work on their skills. I think they fought me. I think my experience would just be too much for them.
Bet. Well, that is the last one, man. Hopefully, Edgar steps up to the plate and we can have a fight in Puerto Rico. We haven't had that in so long. I would be out there in a heartbeat.
For sure.
Where in Puerto Rico you think it could take place?
Oh, we could do it in the El Coliseo. I mean, that's like the big one here, for sure.
How many that holds?
El Coliseo, I think El Coliseo is about 20,
Okay, wow. Okay.
15, something
You
like
get
that.
you get me out there for sure. What's the weather like
No.
in January, February?
Oh, this is the high season out here, bro. It's high season, so this is the best time to come to the island. You know what I mean? It is hot, but it's not humid. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like in the 80s, but it's nice. It's a nice little breeze.
Yeah, 18,500 at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, José Miguel Agrelot.
Let's go.
Fuck you, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, Champ, man, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Appreciate you too, man. Guys,
There you
have a
have
good
it,
one.
man. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe Rosado on the show. We're going to get to whatever callers we got left here. Chrome, what is up? Chrome. No Chrome on Discord. Let's see. We got Gelato Jake.
Yo, what's the word?
What's the word, Jake?
Man. So I was always thinking, like, I never really heard, Errol Spence really talk about his weight or anything. The only thing I really heard about Errol was his mouth, man. So do you think it had to do a lot with, him worried about his mouth, because of the accident and everything? Because honestly, I don't feel like he's been the same since the accident, and I think he's just more worried about, his mouth, because that's the only thing that I really heard, like, him personally complain about. Even in, the little thing on Showtime, the access, whatever. But I mean, what do you think? Do you think you think it had to do a lot with him, like him worried about his mouth being messed up? Because same thing with the Ugas fight,
I mean, he definitely made mention of that, but that's why he got that, custom mouthpiece, so he didn't have to worry about that for this fight. So it's kind of hard to say that that's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, when he fighting against power punches though, you don't think that could be an issue? Like punches like Crawford, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Because
again,
he never
that's
really got
that's
hit with no
that's some
power like
mental
that.
shit that we won't be able to know.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, that's my take on Errol. I think, honestly, because I don't know, man. Like, I can't say it's the weight, because like you said, he's been at that weight for a minute. I can't say it's. I mean, he's been in fights where his eyes been like that a lot of times, bro, and he's won them fights. And I've been picking Bud since the beginning, but I can just say I think it's just his mouth, man. I think that's the only thing I feel like, you know. And I gave my take last time on Andrade and Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, man, it's a 50-50, man. Like I say, I think someone said he needs to go in and fight him in the pocket. No, he don't. He needs to stay on the outside. Because once he fight him in the pocket, it's over with for him. So I just think he needs to just stay out the pocket. Andrade, stay out the pocket, he'll be good. So, but I don't know. He can do it for 12 rounds, man. So my final pick, I'm going to just go with Andrade. I was going to go with Benavidez. I did some more homework. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to go with Andrade.
What kind of
Hopefully
homework?
he
What
can
kind
stay
of
on the
homework?
outside,
What
man.
kind of homework you did?
Man, I'm just looking at the fact of how Andrade will be able to handle him from the outside.
But it's not your time.
Just how he go handle him on the outside and how he go really break him down. And when you see Benavidez, when he comes in, before he comes in, he stands there and he you know what I'm saying? He puts his arm up. He puts us in a high stance every single time. And Andrade, he's good at just boop 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 in the inside, breaking him down, body going up. And then when Benavidez
Champ, that was
does
the bell. Champ, that was the bell. Brandon, what up? Here, Cincy. Oliver.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, that was an awesome interview. What's the I got in right before the interview. What's the topic of the day?
The Andrade Benavidez full card preview prediction plus Derek James saying weight wasn't an issue for Crawford. I mean, the other guy.
Oh.
Earl.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't really have anything of value to add. I'm looking forward to the fight. Looking forward to the entire fight card. I'm glad that Earl and his team aren't making any excuses. These Earl sexuals are reminding me of the AJ fans of when AJ was ducking Wilder back in the day. I used to go hard on the Brits for making all these excuses for AJ. I just don't understand it. Salute to both fighters for taking the fight. Crawford was just a better fighter. I still think he'll come out on top the next time, but I'm really curious about this Benavidez-Andrade fight. This is Andrade's first big fight, but everybody's known that he's been a good fighter for quite some time, but he is getting older, a reflex type of guy, and he's getting older. So, I don't know if it's too late for him, but yeah, it's a really awesome fight. So kudos to Benavidez for taking
Who you
on this
guys
fight.
picking,
He really
David
doesn't have.
Benavidez or
Excuse me.
Yeah, but that's my call. No, it's all good. Smash the like button, all that good stuff. Respect to you guys for being consistent with putting on the shows. And thanks. That's my call. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Let's see. We going out to We got Giovanni. Shit, wrong one. Giovanni, what up?
Yo, Danny, Ness, TBV, what's going on? So basically, the whole topic, Spence. I honestly believe that he's not the same fighter since all the accidents he's had. I mean, the car accidents and then the retina shit. I just think that he's never gonna be at his full potential, similar to like Jose Benavidez. You know, the certain things that these guys are very athletic and just in shape kind of guys. So they're always gonna be able to do things that other normal men can't do. But I just feel like it won't be to that level it could have potentially been at. So I think that's the whole shit really going on with Spence, outside of the whole fact that I heard that he hurt his own damn ribs doing his own bullshit out the ring. But that is what it is. So there ain't really too much excuses. There is no excuses there. And as far as the card goes, I see Hector winning a decision win, and then this dude, I don't even know how to say his name, but the guy that Matias is fighting, I actually see him pulling off the upset. I don't know why. I just see it that way. I see him beating Matias, and then as far as Jose and Charlo go, I know people just keep talking about the one leg Jose and all that shit, but I see him defeating Charlo actually with a body shot. Because I don't know, body shots are one of those things that you have to be fully into the fight to be able to fully absorb a good body shot. And just the looks I'm getting from Charlo, I know he hasn't been in the ring in a while. He's been dealing with his whole mental issues stuff, but I just don't see like that fight in him. Like I just don't see him there for the fight, and I think a body shot could just completely just have him stay down, And outside of that, David Boo Boo, I see David winning that TKO, not knockout, later rounds, probably around the 9th round, and that's just the way I see that going down. But that's it. It's my call. Thank you, guys.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in on the check-in. Let's see what we got up next. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're joining us live here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Remember, we go live every single day, twice a day. We got Mad Bent, $100, $2, third dose of Tanquil. H.H. Diva beats up the no gas Shadeja Green. Yeah, Dre Bogus, member for 4 months on that Contender Lover. Shout out to Ness and Rinwalk. Thank you for all the content. Happy holidays to you both. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right, man. Speaking of subscribe, let's see where we're at with
You may
those
feel like it's your time,
subscriptions.
but it's not your time.
Did we get to 184,000 yet? Oh, we did. But now we got to go to 185, so it doesn't stop, man. We got there, but it ain't over. Since we had a Puerto Rican guest, in the name of my man Tony Sunshine, te lo juro que no se ha acabado. So keep subscribing. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, because numbers is power, man. So many people said great interview. Gabe, unfortunately, is at the end of his career. It would be great to have great interviews with people that are also in the prime of their career. Superstar AT, $5 Superstar H says, Tank eyes against Rolly looked the same way Spence eyes looked against Crawford. I am not an eye specialist, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he was, looking a bit different than we normally see him. I would be a liar to say that he didn't, but that doesn't mean that he was on anything. But I'm out. NestGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Peace.